of I can't function, unfortunately, for some reason.
Is there any way you would be able to have my stream up, or do you not have the...
Gotcha.
Awesome, thank you. Because I don't have a way to check my chat while we're playing. I mean, like, I can check it, like, by going and clicking on it, but, like, I can't see it passively. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
What's that?
I'm just talking about the next meeting.
Oh. There we go. Little pop-out channel, put that there. And this little pop-out.
Yummy.
What?
Does anybody need anything before we begin?
I just need to.
No, I like I said, I went and I got my drinks after.
All I need to do is just done some basement.
What's in the basement?
Get to the D&D basement.
Oh, I see.
That's fair.
Alright.
Oh, bother not making me regret that second cup of coffee. I don't care. I need it.
I need to fill up my bottle too, so might be a sec.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a cup of water.
Shut up, Robert.
I need H2O.
Excuse me. it in the basement.
Welcome back. I think he's still getting a drink.
Yeah, I just filled up the bottle. Fill up my bottle.
Oh, I put my headset on and you just suddenly became like a bajillion times It was just like, my ears!
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm naturally loud, by the way.
You're good. I'm the same way.
Yeah, my parents don't like it.
My mother hated it too. Don't feel bad. Cat,
Yeah.
you are not drinking coffee. Leave it.
Oh God. Initial drifting. Cat version.
Yes. I mean, he's already bad
some
enough on his
espresso.
own.
Give that cat some espresso.
He's already bad enough on his own. You add fucking caffeine to him? Oh God, I don't want to think about it. Hey, how does this sound?
Everything sounds fine. Hang on, I'm trying to get my charger to work.
Oh, I was just double checking because I switched my mic to my actual headset.
Oh. Yeah, it sounds perfectly fine.
Awesome.
Wow.
I was hoping it would sound better than my laptop mic.
You down.
What'd you say?
I was hoping it would sound a little bit better than my laptop
Oh, it
mic.
does sound it better. It's just louder.
Awesome. Yeah, it'll do that. It's closer to my mouth, that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
That being said, I want to test.
What would you like?
Can't hear shit.
Can you hear me?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Rai.
Okay.
Rai, I can't hear jack shit. No, that's good. So I don't have to push my mute button on my laptop now because the way this headset mutes.
Move the microphone up.
Yeah, you just put the microphone up. So now it's gonna be a lot easier if I like start singing to my music. I can actually just flip my microphone back.
Unfortunately, I can't do that because earbuds. But there's some really nice earbuds. They're from JLab, my personal favorite brand.
I have
my
Beats.
Steam.
Beats?
Yeah.
Solid choice.
They gave them.
But yeah, I'm honestly a JLab person.
I got them for.
Wow, my Steam broke trying to open my sprite making program because I was gonna try and send you guys like my Roy Launis sprites that I have in storage, so to speak.
Well, I'm about to start the game up. The stream's already going. I'm just like basically preparing
You're
all
good.
the content.
Yeah, I've got you hosted, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna bring two.
I figure since I'm not streaming right now, I may as well.
If you guys can have a spare piece of paper nearby, just keep track of health and stamina.
Oh, don't worry, I can do it by
Any way that works
A lot
for
of my
you
stuff
is
just-
fine. It's just it's really hard for me to do on my own.
I can do it by memory.
Oh, random question: do either of you know what Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is?
Of course.
I've heard a lot about it.
Yes.
And see?
Yes.
Okay. So, in the game earlier with my friend, she put the Galactic Gargle Blaster in. The Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster. And she let one of the characters order it. Unfortunately, I had to leave before he drank it, so I don't entirely know how smashed he got and what he did.
Word. Oh, that drink that like splits your mind in half or something.
Or, just essentially kills you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Sam
Yes,
Rockwell's
that-
character takes it and he's like, oh man. Killer, dude. Alright, so we are about to begin our quest. I'm just trying to fix everything to my liking.
Oh, did I not get much work done? What? Oh, okay. I know why I don't have my sprites on my laptop. Never mind. Yeah, I'll have to get them on my PC later and send them. Steam, go home, you're drunk.
What are you talking about?
No, my Steam, it started up and it was just this black screen. Where's my library, Steam?
Give me all your money.
Yeah.
Literally Steam in a nutshell.
With your permission, Ronan, I'd like to make Majora and Nomis an XCOM 2.
You're gonna have to show me after.
Oh, I'll gladly. I'll even stream it if you want me to.
Oh, what?
Okay, basically there's only basically rewind. Majora, basically you're gonna have to take from all 3 pictures that I sent.
Well, I'll do what I can because unfortunately with XCOM 2 it's humans only. But
Did you say XCOM?
yes,
I love XCOM.
I'm so excited! I got it on the Steam Summer Sale for $9.
Nice.
I've been waiting so long for XCOM 2 to be on such a steal deal.
Hi, everybody. Say hi, Jamarian. You're on
Hi.
TV. So yeah.
Your favorite female male person here.
Female male character. Okay, so.
And hopefully I sound better on your stream with the headset mic and stuff too. Because I noticed it sounded.
Yeah.
My laptop mic sounded like shit.
Ferocious. Yeah. Anyway, I'm kidding. So let's start by getting everybody up to date, and if you look on my stream, you'll actually notice I have a new fucking health bar system, and it looks badass. Like, it just looks like something out of a video game.
Nice, yes, I like it.
With the heart and the thunderbolt.
Yeah.
You can tell what that means easily, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Health and stamina.
Indeed. Okay, so that's fixed. Health bar fixed.
Oh yeah.
This is fixed. Now I just need...
That second cup of coffee. That second cup of coffee's kicking in.
Oh god.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Oh no. Jamarian's apparently awake and fully rested. By the way, I decided that you can recover like up to a certain amount of health, but the only way to reach back to 100 is to eat food.
Nope, that's fair.
So like you
makes
can
sense to me.
All you want, and it'll mend a broken wound, like broken.
So then technically Jamarian's still at 56. So then technically Jamarian's still at 56.
No, George like stress cooking.
Check it out. From the battle, you were at 48 health points.
I was?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so basically I'm at 48 health points still.
No, so obviously I'm gonna put this in the dialogue shortly and catch you both up.
Okay.
But if you recall,
no worries.
You and Atsuki basically cuddled in like a little cove at night before going back to town. And basically you're gonna wake up and she's gone, and I'll tell you more about that later.
Poor Jamarian. He got lit on.
I feel the pain. So let's see. So just so everybody knows where they're at, Jamarian, you are like out in the woods still, the middle of the woods. It's the sun just rose enough where it's going through the trees. It's sunrise, brand new. It's like, I don't know what it's like in your hemisphere, but for me, 6 a.m. the sun's out. You know what I mean? So it's like.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about.
Sun's up. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Well, in case I forgot, he goes around and grabs the flowers they need, the crescent scythe flowers, and
I'll get to that.
And then, of course,
I'm just letting you know what's going on. Ronan, your character, is currently still asleep at the inn. The sun just rose. You'll be waking up shortly. You're naturally attuned to wake up when lights are shown on you. Because you're so used to the shadows that as soon as light hits you, you're like, whoa, something's wrong.
Oh, I'm awake.
Yeah, I don't like light. I'm getting back into the covers. So.
That's what you should have done. You should have shone a flashlight in his eye. Maybe that would wake me up.
Jamarian wakes up from his cold slumber from beneath the small outcrop of rocks and dirt that he was hiding in coverage, using his cloak to cuddle with Atsuki for warmth during the night. However, he awakes to find her gone, with no explanation and no sign or trace.
Poor Jamarian. His heartstrings have been pulled.
Sure. It's just more for my character. So anyways...
Oh no!
Meanwhile, back at town, Majora awakes to find himself in a
not sponsored
so shabby bed that seems to be in a kind of a shed. It's definitely not meant to be. It's definitely meant to be a shed, but it's been turned into a living quarters. You see various items such as, just living quarters stuff like toothbrush, horn brush, hair comb, stuff like that. That's you, Majora. So you two are separated right now, and that's what's happening. So, initiative rolls to see who decides to go first.
Wait, what?
Initiative rolls.
Oh, initiative rolls. Oh, that's gonna be if Majora gets this roll, I'll be fucking surprised.
17. Yeah, you're right. 17 and better, bro.
Okay, yeah, that's more. I literally got the 3 that you missed. You left me. I got the 3 that you missed.
Hey, I spelled your name right. Jamarian awakes in the forest, as said, and now alone must decide what to do, where to go, and how to continue.
Well, of course, waking up alone, he's kind of frustrated.
So this is what you know.
But,
obviously, she's gone without a trace, so you have no idea what happened to her, where she went, anything like that. It's kind of weird. There's no scuffle. It's not like she was taken. So
she probably flew off.
Right.
She can fly, so.
Right. Like she might have just dusted and breezed your ass, as far as you know. So anyway, that's where you're at right now.
So yeah, he's kind of miffed, hurt.
And you also know Majora was sleeping back in town.
Yeah. So, concerned that Majora may become a little bit paranoid and worried when Jamarian's not there, or Atsuki even, he will go out, he will gather up the crescent sides really quick that they need, and then he will start hoofing it back to town as fast as possible.
It's okay if Majora is just like cooking up breakfast.
We'll get to
with what little coin he had, he bought some groceries, bought some eggs.
Yeah, we'll get to your turn in just a second. First things first is I need to decide how much health are you gonna heal. Roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
All right.
And that's D00, correct?
Yeah, that is correct. I remember.
You're at full health, Majora. Dude, what are you doing?
What are you doing, bro?
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh, what?
Do you want to take
you stole my role.
Okay, let's have.
Okay.
Alright, you gain back 54 points of health.
That's more like
I'm sorry. That'll put you at 100. You gain 50. You're at 98.
Awesome.
Your stamina, you didn't even use any, dude. Well, you used 5, but
I used 5 because I tried to light that fire.
Yeah, you're back at 110, obviously.
To be fair, it's the only ability I have right at this moment until I upgrade my battle axe.
Any of your health or anything, so you're freshly awakened.
I'm well rested. There, I have a buff. I get buffed.
Feeling well rested from her sleep, gathers the crescent scythes that she was told to grab by the governor, and collects as many as she can in her hands. And as she does, they begin to cut her flesh open, where she is unarmored.
No, I have.
No, she has the gloves.
The gloves.
Where you're unarmored. There's like, are you really gonna make me detail exactly where in armor there are slots that don't cover the skin?
I mean, it's not like he's taking isn't like
showing off his ass.
Fine. I'll reword it.
Can I at least roll perception to see if he notices how sharp they are before he gathers up a bunch of them?
I'll reword it. I got you. Don't worry. Just delete buttons, rough. You can do it. Keep deleting.
This is when we need Majora to just stuff it in his earrings.
Right.
Oh, which one of you farted?
In her hands.
Yeah, you wanna know what's funny? I actually let one rip right before you said that.
That's hilarious.
So excuse me.
So you collect them up. You collect a handful. You start running back to town. Majora, it is your turn. You wake up in a, like I said, it's like a shed. Shithole.
Well,
it's a shithole.
First things first. Is there any food around? Like,
roll a perception check.
All right. The 20? 18.
You notice this shed is dungy and dingy and very well worn. There seems to be cracks in the walls, like it's a very shoddily thrown together shed. But it is clearly someone's living space, as there's a bed, a chair, a table, and somehow a small counter and what appears to be a salt box. If you don't know what a salt box is, salt box is basically where you store meat and other goods. So as Majora awakes and sees these things around him, his hunger strikes, and he opens the salt box to look for any stored foods. As he's rummaging, he notices on the counter next to him a jar of pickled peppers. These are your favorite peppers. Whatever peppers you like the most, these are those. I don't know if you like jalapenos, bananas, whatever, some mystical stuff, but they're those.
Well, I don't know what to do here now. I was expecting to find any food.
You realize that while there's not a lot of food, there seems to be a lot of jars containing pickled items. So there's more.
I was gonna make a fucking omelet. Like have Majora go to the local shop, buy some eggs.
If you want to go outside and start doing that, then put the peppers down or eat one and then go and do your thing.
Yeah, pop a pepper in my mouth. from my mouth just for the time being.
Majora pops a pepper in his mouth to satiate his hunger while he goes shopping, and exits the shed to the town. Meanwhile, Jamarian is nearing the village, only a few minutes away. Majora.
I almost forgot. Majora is like insanely shy still, so he's most likely like while the sun is just up, he's like going from shadow to shadow, just like.
Yes, but you feel more comfortable in this town since you know basically everybody here now.
Yeah, exactly. But he's still like on edge, so he's like.
As Majora creeps from wall to wall and corner to corner, he spots the local mart. It's early in the day, so there's nobody else in the streets. He goes over to the shop, and the sign says open, and the door's unlocked. But as he goes in, he doesn't see anybody.
Okay, this is just an obvious. Hello? Is anybody here? I could always come back later. If you're busy.
There's a small clank from somewhere in one of the back rooms. Other than that, there's no response to your call out.
To investigate.
Indeed. Are you going to like perception check the room or go back there to investigate?
I'm going back to investigate.
Okay. As Majora goes towards the back of the store to open the door in the back of the building that leads to the few back rooms of it, he realizes a very small smudge of red on the handle, as if someone had got paint on it on accident. He opens the door and it creaks loudly as he views a person leaning over their table with their chair kicked over, and they're holding their chest, itching at it, and they see Majora come in, and as they see him, their eyes widen, almost in panic, and then they try to relax, and they say to Majora,
"Oh, what are you doing in my house? I'm sorry. Store. What are you doing back here?"
I came to buy some wares. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Some wares, yes. What would you like? Let's go to the storefront. I shall.
Wait. Let's back it up a bit. This is probably an illness that's going around, isn't it?
Yo, Job, my man, what's up? Welcome to the stream, brother. How are you doing?
Oh.
So you told me to stop. Was there something you wanted, or can we go to the storefront and I can help you with our business here?
It's obvious you're not doing well, sir.
He buttons up his shirt a bit more as you see a bit of rash on his chest. And he says,
I'm perfectly fine. I don't know what it is.
Coughs up a bit of blood, hides it quickly, and says,
"No, let me take you to the storefront so we can finish our business and be on your way. I am not in the mood for visitors today."
I should have had you roll
Majora obviously
check for that blood.
Majora, obviously seeing that this is going to go nowhere, agrees to go back up the stairs.
There was no stairs; it's just a door.
Oh yeah, Majora agrees to go back to the main shop area.
So you two just go in the front, and it's like your regular store now. He's behind the counter. You're in the searching the wares.
Yeah.
Feel free to browse my wares and grab whatever has your attention.
Let's do a quick perception check on the wares. See what he actually has.
Okay. You don't need to roll. He has.
Oh.
He has. This is like a basic goods store, so it's got everything from like.
That's basically what I was looking for too.
Your basic like. I dare say, basic painkillers. They're not quite like an alchemist like leaves, but they're just small like tablets that'll give you like energy and stuff like that. There's some food, different types of food, bread, milk, eggs, some hay, some jars of stuff, jams. He's got a couple of generic items like fishing poles, nets, line, lures, stuff like that too. Just like some really kind of basic survival stuff like pans.
God damn it. But as soon as you mentioned like the lures, I was like, oh, I really want to spend all my money on lures, but at the same time,
you still have 9 fishing lures.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'm just gonna take a few eggs.
Majora grabs a few eggs from the carton and brings it to the counter. Meanwhile, Jay reaches the front gate of the village to find his good old friend from the other night, with his still healing hand, which has been cleanly bandaged and wrapped, sitting at the front gate.
I still can't believe the rolls we got for that.
Oh my god, the fact that you guys saved him was like... Holy
like,
shit.
We saved his fucking hand.
By the way, we're already up to 5 viewers. Like, people dig this. I love it. I fucking love this shit. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love everybody. Thank you all for being here. So let's get having some fun. So, Jay, you're basically at the front gate. The guard's there. He's not going to stop you. He's your friend. You can walk right in if you want to. If you want to talk to him, feel free. Otherwise, go just walk right in. Majora, you brought some eggs to the counter.
Let's see what Jay has to say. If anything.
Jay.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, because she's singing. You're still muted.
Okay, I guess. Okay,
yeah,
I guess.
We need to talk to you. We need to talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh.
Have you heard any of what's been going on?
Oh yes, I did. That's
Everybody
why
in the village is dead. Like, why you missed everything.
Oh yeah. Huh?
Okay,
no, Majora was buying food. And he's concerned about the store owner because the store owner's coughing up blood.
Right. And he's not covered in blood. No, the door handle had a.
No, I said coughing up. I said coughing up.
He did, but I should have perception checked that. I feel like, damn. But anyway, he's definitely seen it.
Opportunity missed.
Right.
So.
Say anything to the guard, or just walk in, or and if you do say anything, you can just be like, "Yo, what up?" He'll be like, "Hey, thank you." Peace.
Yeah. Oh, actually, he will walk up to the guard. How are you feeling?
The guard looks up at him, with almost vacant eyes and very pale from extreme blood loss, and says, I'll make it through. 'Tis but a scratch.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
You guys know where that's from.
Yes.
The Mighty Pythons! It's the Black Knight!
Yes.
Well, dude, after that, yeah.
He'll offer the guard a smile. Well, I have good news. I have come back with your cure, he says.
Oh, you've come back with the cure. That's good.
He nods.
Well,
He looks around, makes sure nobody else is around, and then he rolls up his sleeve of his previously severed arm, and you can see that the infection has spread from his neck down to his wrist and his entire arm.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, no.
It's starting to look necrotic, and skin is starting to literally die, and wounds are starting to open and fester.
He will just start hoofing it straight to the governor's house.
Okay.
Majora.
As much as he loves Majora, the people just became his priority.
Well,
Yeah.
he'll probably see you. Like, the town's really small. And, like,
Yeah, Majora will
he's at a
definitely
shop-
see this.
if he's at a shop, he's on the main road, which is right through the
Yeah,
middle of town.
so
he's
it's
gonna
like-
see you running. to the
What?
governor's house.
He basically just leaves the coins and the eggs.
Majora notices Jay running towards the governor's house, and without a word leaves the eggs and the coin on the counter and runs out the store after him.
That is exactly what he would do too. He would see Jay and go, "Hey, wait!"
Fuck everything. What's going on? Yeah. So, you two arrive at the front door of the governor's house.
Also noticing that Jay looks like he got the fucking absolute shit kicked out of him.
He's doing a little better.
Well,
now.
and let's not forget how how dirty his cloak is. His
Yeah.
cloak is extremely dirty from the slimy guck.
Yeah,
that
the
got
slimy
spewed on them.
duck, quote unquote, from cuddling all night, sicko.
Oh yeah.
I'd wash that fucking cloak too. Jeez. Anyway,
Anyway,
you two arrive at the front
Back
door.
to what we were saying.
he will actually just open the door, not even knock, and be like, "I'm back. I have it."
Without knocking or checking the lock, Jay opens
Yeah.
the door successfully and walks right in to find the shadowy figure standing right there, just staring them dead in the eyes.
welcome back.
I got it. He holds it out in both hands.
Ah, you've got the petals I've asked for. Good.
Majora's just like,
Good.
Majora's just back there, just like,
Uh, He doesn't do it like Palpatine, but I thought it'd be funny. He takes the petals from you and turns around to the fireplace and begins to work on something in a small kettle pot. Some sort of elixir or medication, something. He's working on something in this pot. And his focus is completely on it. He's ignoring you. He hasn't said another word to you. He hasn't even said thank you.
Jamarian will honestly just take a seat.
Majora finally makes it in, winded.
He just kind of... He'll find the comfiest armchair in the room and just kind of plop himself with his arms over the armrest, just like...
Majora made it there, just...
Out of breath from like a
What's going on?
20-meter run.
The forest was alive, he says simply to Majora.
What forest?
We went
And
to
where
the
the hell is
forest. Atsuki and I went to the forest to find the crescent scythe petals. After you fell asleep, I wouldn't wake up.
I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh at that.
We got attacked by a tree and its stumps.
Stumps.
And you tried to wake me up.
Yes, you were completely unresponsive.
Yeah,
Well, at least try to wake me up, unlike others.
I think you got a little too drunk off that water, buddy. You hear your conscience say in the back of your mind.
Oh no! So
Something
I
tells
handle
you.
water.
Something tells
And
you
I
you
was
shouldn't
talking.
drink water so heavily.
He knows that one.
I'm also highly confused at the moment.
Why?
No, he's saying that to
Okay.
Majora.
Okay.
How come?
Well, I kind of let myself collapse onto the ground after the fight, out of weariness. And she cuddled me.
Wait, what? Huh?
Yeah. And then I woke up this morning and she's gone.
Yeah.
No trace.
One night stand ERP, bro. No fun.
No joke. I'm not entirely sure how to feel, he says. I thought we had a connection. I thought. Maybe. I don't know.
Strange.
I don't know how to feel, he says. It's weird.
Well, I'm gonna admit something.
Huh?
You weren't the only one that saw it.
Saw what?
The connection between you and Netsuki.
Oh.
I bet even the governor here could even vouch for me on that one.
Yeah, I don't know, but she's gone. I woke up, there's no sign of her. Like, there weren't even footprints for me to track in the forest. So I'm assuming she flew away.
Who knows? Maybe she had other plans. I'm sure we'll meet again.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
I just want to know she's safe. Damn it! What a good man.
Just Majora, well, at least you still got me.
He'll reach over and just kind of pat him on the head.
You still got me. Aw, so cute. You hear an audience go, "Aw!" Like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, the soundboard.
Literally, Majora at that point in time. What the fuck?
Did you hear that, or was that just nobody pays any attention to you?
That's so Majora. He would break the fourth wall for that too. He's like, guys.
Did you hear it? Was this
Did
just me?
Wait till watch the alchemist messing with him.
He just assumes it's the governor. Goes back to his speech.
So he'll just let out a weary sigh. Could you do me a favor, Majora?
What?
Could you run 2 errands for me? So he'll stand up.
The governor interrupts. He says,
This might take a while, so you might as well.
So
I'm gonna chill in this chair, bro. Last night sucked, he says simply. So he'll detach the brooch and take off the grime-covered, like this. It's like green slime.
Yeah,
Not
the slime-covered
You're
cloak,
so
right?
bad.
He just grabs it. He just goes, "The hell were you two doing last night?"
Takes a big whiff of it.
He's been doing that while raising his eyebrows. Just like, what were you two doing last night?
The stumps spewed this green shit.
All you gotta do is smell it, and you'll know what they were doing last night.
Yeah, it's just like you notice it, he actually like recognizes the goo itself. It's like, oh.
If I'm also being completely honest, I don't know if Jamarian would know how to do it. She would have had to lead him through everything.
Yikes.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Majora would obviously know what the sludge is due to him basically growing up in the woods all his life, so he's most likely encountered this several times.
Poking it and touching it like,
So I'm gonna disclaimer this for Unseen Stream. Incest is not wincest, okay?
What the fuck?
Plans to get Jamarian to move on past this. You gotta remember, guys, he's been in love with his half-sister his entire life.
Oh, so you're saying incest is
he's never kissed another girl. He's never, like, Atsuki's really the first person he's ever even cuddled. That was so weird to him. It was
Incest
foreign.
Incest the bust. Keep it in the family.
No. Anyway, I have intentions of him not, of somebody helping him get over his sister. That is my intentions. I don't actually intend to follow through with that relationship. It's just
Might
what
not
happened.
be your choice.
She
seems pretty persuasive to me.
So anyway, so you gotta understand, he probably wouldn't have even known what to do in that situation.
Anyways.
Alright, anyway, if you could take that to the clothier for me and get it cleaned, and then if you could stop at the blacksmith and pick up whatever it is the blacksmith made for me with my broken plate armor. Please. He'll say, plopping back down into that armchair.
And it's just like, wait, you ran into Ents? Living trees, basically.
I don't know. I know they had faces.
Their names were entities. They were technically Ents, but if your character's not sure, then you don't know.
I doubt he knew what they were.
Majora knows. Majora can tell. He doesn't know for a fact, but from the clues, like the smell of the spew and the facts, he's like 99% sure it was Ents that they fought.
Like, this is the work of Ents.
All I know is the forest tried to kill us.
Even the mushrooms?
Yes.
Wait, say what?
Yes.
That's funny. Normally,
you're lucky to be alive. Majora would just straight up go, "You're lucky to be fucking alive."
I have no intention of repeating a trick like that.
Imagine if he.
At least not without your old buddy, right?
Anyway, if you could do that for me, I would be so appreciative.
The governor interrupts again and says,
"This might take a long time, but you can feel free to get going anytime."
He'll actually give Majora some coin just for the plate armor and stuff, so that he'll be able to pay for it.
He flicks a coin your way, because he thinks so lowly of everything and everyone because he's like basically. I'm sure you've been able to tell. He's essentially a possessed version of the governor. By what? I don't know, but he basically doesn't give a shit about anything. I mean, like, he seems to care about his villagers. He's trying to make this cure. But, like, for you specifically, he's not going to give you a bag of gold. He's like, here, kid, take a coin. Cling. Just, like, flicks it to you.
Well, no, Jamoria was just trying to make sure he had enough money to pay for whatever the blacksmith made out of his broken armor.
Oh, well, he did anyway. So... Yes.
Majora okie dokie makes his way to the clothier first.
Jamoria, you have 5 gold pieces. You're throwing him 1 gold piece or 1 gold coin?
I threw him 3. Just to be safe.
3 nuggets plus... Oh wait, no, I actually left like all 5... all of my coin back in the...
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna say you still have 1 coin left with you, so you have a total of 4. The 3 she gave you, and you still had 1 with you, because what you were buying wouldn't have cost all 5 gold. Fucking anyway, that'd be a lot for. What were you buying? A fucking pepper? No, some eggs. 5 gold for some eggs. That's crazy. So
But remember, Majora doesn't really. But all Majora knows about money at this point is that it can get him certain things.
Right. No,
he doesn't know about prices or anything.
You got your gold in there shooing at you out the door and all this and all that. So you're gonna go do those things, I assume?
Going to the clothier first.
Yep, and then the blacksmith.
Yes.
Majora...
And then possibly pick up my eggs.
hastily makes his way out of the governor's house and over to the clothier. The clothier, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning, seeing his good tiefling friend, says, "Ah, my fellow tiefling. Well, not fellow tiefling, but you're a fellow, and you're my fellow, and a tiefling as well, so you're my fellow tiefling. What can I do for you today, good sir?"
Oh, my friend last night got into a bit of a sticky situation, he says, pulling up the cloak.
He looks at the cloak and says,
Huh. Sticky situation indeed. I know a thing or two about those myself. I'm assuming you want it cleaned, then?
Yeah. That would be much appreciated.
I can do that for you. I, by chance, know that, I know that, Azura, the blacksmith, I know that she has something for your party. So I shall have this cleaned for you by the time you get back from the blacksmith's, most likely.
Really? Wow.
He's got a whole station set up. He's like a laundromat / clothing shop.
he's the local laundromat clothier.
Yeah, he's a
like
good
this clother is like this clother is just.
At least you know the clothes you buy are clean.
Yeah.
Ridiculously placed on the lemonade stand and shit.
I was just about to say, yet he owns a lemonade stand for a clothing shop.
I never said he was rich.
Yeah.
What? How could he not be with the quality of his work?
Hey, who said that this stuff was his work?
Yeah, he could just be doing it of his own free will.
He could possibly have just come. These things might have just fallen off the back of a truck, you know, and he'd been like, "Oh, hey, I'll sell these." Never know. Anyway, so I assume you're talking to the blacksmith now?
Yes. He walks. Okay, so in this case, Majora's most likely going to be terrified because all he sees from the windows is just basically just fire. So it
wasn't windows. It was just an open porch area.
Well, either way, he's still going to be scared shitless.
From the furnace? Wait, what is he getting scared of?
He's getting scared shitless because all you see is just this hulking figure in front of the freaking forge.
No, she's short. I mean, like, she's
big, she's short.
But, like, she's like toned as fuck, muscular, looks kind of like a dude from behind, but like she's not tall.
Exactly. So, like I said, Majora would still be intimidated as all hell.
Okay. You gonna say hello to her, or just stand there like a weirdo?
Yeah, I'm just as he steps in, you just hear his sandals, just the.
Think of it kind of like if you had the front of an old school saloon and replaced the batwing doors with a table, and that's kind of what it looks like.
All right. Majora's just stepping up to it, just hello.
The blacksmith turns around from hammering iron at the forge, looks the tiefling up and down and says, "A tiefling? Oh, I think I know what you're here for." And she reaches behind one of the counters and picks up a very shiny plate of scowmail and puts it on the table. And looks at the tiefling and says, "That'll be 5 gold, thank you."
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Majora does not know how to act around women. Let's just be honest here.
No, he does not.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
He says, "Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am," and fuddles his money as he places it on the counter. She looks at it and says, "My darling tiefling, this is only 4 gold."
I don't know what to do here. I guess. Oh God, this is gonna. What I'm about to do is gonna be really fucking dickish. If I kind of want to do this. Basically, I want Majora to like try and sell one of his knives that shatter when he leaves his hand.
Oh, that's great, dude.
Deception.
Roll a d10.
But at the same time, he's trying to help the village. So
Con artist.
let's see. I don't want Majora to be a dick like right now, because I could have him try and sell one of his earrings, but at the same time, he's fucking attached to those damn things.
Here you go, earlobe and all.
Roll a d20.
He literally just rips off his own ear.
Roll a d20 for me. I want to see if this succeeds or not, because it'll be fucking hilarious if it does.
Oh my god, no. Oh god, you're killed. Oh god.
And thus we will never be able to go to that blacksmith again.
I rolled a 12. I don't want to fucking piss off.
Majora summons one of his daggers from his earring portals and holds it in his hands in front of the blacksmith and says, "I'll give you this for the last gold coin. Piece, nugget, whatever." The blacksmith takes it and studies it up and down and says, "This is a very fine blade. Worth much more than just one gold piece, but I will gladly take it, if that's what it's worth to you." And, she hands you the plate armor and takes the dagger and starts walking back into the forge.
Majora books it. Like, Majora was basically just hauling his ass out of there.
After
Is Majora gonna tell Jamarian about this?
grabs the armor
certainly.
leaves the counter. Shortly after walking from the storefront, he hears a what the fuck?
I'm just imagining him already rushing away, but then he hears that and it's
It wasn't me! It wasn't me!
You can just hear your way he's running.
Okay, but if he tells Jamarian about this before we leave the town, he will make sure the lady gets her proper gold piece, since he does have one more left for her.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you have two gold pieces
I
left.
am gonna straight up tell Jamarian this. Like,
oh my god, I'm crying.
On the way back to the governor's house, meanwhile,
Oh my god.
inside the governor's house, the governor turns to Jay and says, "Nearly ready. Are you prepared?"
As prepared as I can be after going against that... the Majora continent, he asks.
Good, good. Well, just in case, why don't you take this elixir? It'll heal some of your wounds should you sustain any in the future.
Thank you.
Majora,
Says and he'll
okay.
take it and put
You
it
walk
in his
through
bag.
You walk through the door, Majora.
No, Majora's gonna kick the door open, just...
Okay, you are violently coming through the door.
Yeah, just like... He's just like, I did something bad!
Jamarian will look over. What do you mean?
I kinda tricked the blacksmith into taking one of my shattering daggers.
We're tieflings. What? What are you?
I just have the other choice!
You deal with the governor. Jamarian bolts it out the door and immediately starts heading back to that armor.
To the blacksmith?
Yes, to the blacksmith.
Jamarian
Shirtless, he didn't even grab the scale mail from Majora.
heads out
Majora's
the
just like-
door, leaving the scale mail behind to head to the blacksmith to fix what has happened.
Majora's just sitting there like... I didn't feel good about doing it, at least.
Yo, Ja, I'm doing great, man. Thank you very much for asking. I'm sorry to hear that you're
Oh,
doing
so great.
Yeah, Majora's just feels so shittily about himself.
After Jay leaves the governor's house and the door closes, Majora turns around and finds the governor face to face with him, eye to eye. He, you know how he can float silently? He kind of floated up while you weren't looking, and now he's standing.
Yeah, and as Majora turns around, it's just a... It just goes... Holy shit! Oh, I just bashed my head on a freaking desk.
Don't do that!
Yeah, be careful.
Well, the desk is like right next to the beanbag chair, so I...
That's how brain damage happens.
I got brain damage.
Trust me, dude, I've hit my head on a lot of things. It causes brain damage.
Eventually, he'll just be that kid sitting on the bus from The Simpsons going, I'm in danger!
Ralph Wiggum.
Yeah.
Wiggums. Fucking A.
Yes, I watched The Simpsons. What you gonna do about it?
Nothing to see here. Everybody move on.
Yeah, alright.
So, he's face to face with you, Majora. Any quick things you want to do now, or do you want to let him talk to you? It's like if you feel uncomfortable, you could try like moving away a little bit.
Yeah, just Majora's just now looking at...
The governor stares directly into Majora's soul and says,
Why don't you try the elixir first? I wouldn't want you catching anything from that filthy shed you stayed in over the night.
that
Majora's just sitting there just...
You know.
Yes, sir. Majora is just scared shitless of this guy.
Am I gonna be glad that Jamoria didn't just drink the elixir immediately?
the governor
Feeling that's gonna
hands
be a yes.
Majora a glass and pushes it to his lips.
Majora willingly drinks it.
Dude, when the dude is force feeding you, red flag, red flag.
I know, but Majora is just like, he's scared shitless. He doesn't know. He's basically, he's afraid. He's afraid that if he dies, if he dies from drinking it, at least he died doing what was right, what he was asked of him. Just let's be honest here. Majora is an innocent little guy. Well, in this state, he doesn't really like disobeying anyone in this state.
The governor,
So anyway,
with a
you drink it.
Smile on his face. The first time you've seen him smile since you've met him. With a grin says,
Good, good. You'll be the first.
Oh no!
This should help with those symptoms.
He gives out a small chuckle and goes back to stirring his elixir and says,
Now we just need to get this to the rest of the people. Here,
What are you
why
talking
don't
about?
you go put a drop of this into the well so everybody can start getting well. Do you get it?
and he hands him a
I wish Jamoria
bottle.
was there. I'd do an insight check.
He hands
Majora,
a bottle.
I'm like feeling
filled with
Majora's
the
more of like a
elixir.
drone at this point. Just
Majora's too innocent for an insight check.
yeah, Majora's just like Majora's just at this point is just
Give me 1 sec, nothing recorded. The governor hands Majora another bottle of the elixir to put into the well for the town's well-being.
Uh-oh. Weird is kind of sus, though.
It was a little
Majora,
suspect the way he said it.
I kind of want Majora to act like a puppet now.
I mean,
He's
he
just
may
too
very well be soon.
his
like,
will
full
is just
on.
not strong enough to be like, you know.
At the moment. Basically,
Yeah.
Majora's will is not strong when he's in this state. When he has his blade, on the other hand, a different story.
Right on. It's like
I'm
the
gonna need
difference
to take a
between-
break here in a couple of minutes.
Hint.
Alright, well, I got a good place for a break coming up for you shortly. So, at the blacksmith, Jay at the blacksmith. You arrive at the blacksmith.
Okay. So immediately upon getting up to the table, he'll just slam his hands down. I am so sorry. How much more did he owe you?
The blacksmith turns around and says, I'm sorry, what? Oh, the tiefling from yesterday, yes. Oh, the tiefling from yesterday. You see her kind of scrunch up her nose a little bit.
That's fair.
And she says, you know, your friend kind of,
I know. He told me. I'm here to make it right. How much more gold did he owe you?
Oh, well, that's sweet. I wasn't expecting that. He only owed me 1 gold piece.
He immediately
just gave
puts
it
it on
to
the
him
table.
if he would have told me that he was short 1 gold coin, but he must just thought I was not that nice and decided
He's
to trick
easily
me
intimidated,
instead.
if I'm being honest, he says. He's very shy and nervous. I don't think he was thinking clearly, because immediately he came into the governor's house and he was like, I did something bad. So, I'm here to make it right. Here's your gold piece. I am so sorry.
In approval, and says, okay, tiefling. And you realize that her negative features of her face have disappeared, and she seems to be in the same state that she was when she basically first met you. She says, I hope you enjoy that plate armor. I'm sorry.
I look forward to it.
I put a lot of work into it.
I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am so sorry for the mix-up.
Excuse me. Yeah, blacksmith basically says you're all good. Y'all do dap. And she says you good. Meanwhile, since he's being puppeteered, Majora has made his way to the town center and has started pouring the elixir into the well. My bad habits lead to you.
I'm still gonna have it as Jamarian's turn.
Yeah.
It is Jamarian's turn.
Jamarian will look over at Majora, kind of confused, and then walk over. Hey, little man, what you doing?
Make village better.
Majora, are you okay? Jamarian asks with extreme concern.
Jay
okay, at this
becomes
point
increasingly concerned as Majora drones on as he finishes pouring the elixir into the well. As the day becomes brighter and the sun rises to its zenith, the town begins to come out of their dwellings and start to work and mill about, basically. The villagers come out. Elixir in the well. Yes, all that shit. Fucking recording. Anyway, so yeah, you guys basically get what's happening is you're both standing at the well. He just finished pouring the whole bottle in, and the villagers are coming out to start working. Some are lifting hay for their goats, and some are fucking watering plants.
Jamarian's just waiting for a response from Majora about whether he's okay or not.
Majora, are you alive?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that? I kind of.
Jamarian had extreme concern in his voice as he goes, Majora, are you okay?
Okay, this is literally what Majora's about to do. Majora summons a knife and throws it directly in Jamarian's chest.
What did he shove into his chest? I'm sorry.
Basically, Majora basically tried to attack Jamarian.
Pretty sure he's stabbing you in the chest right now. Both of you roll d20s in.
I'm not stabbing. I'm throwing the dagger.
It's it'll still stab them if it hits it. Go to the dice death box. This is some heavy shit.
Yeah. Basically, now the governor is in control of Majora. But by the way, basically all I have to say is try and make him draw his blade. That's all I have to say. Oh, that's a 17.
You can't say that. You're under control. You don't know what he just said. You didn't hear him say that. He couldn't say that. He can't say that under control.
Mm-hmm.
Cheater.
Oh, I figured he said that out of character. I wasn't assuming he said it.
That was out of character, yes.
Shouldn't know that
So.
anyway. Okay, so it looks like Jamarian actually got the dodge on that.
Thank God.
Phew.
So he's going to... Because, you know, he cares about Majora here.
Summons a dagger from his earring portal and quickly launches it directly at Jay's chest without any forewarning, and Jay manages to slip out of the way just in time as the blade passes past his chest and skins his cloak and leaves a small tear.
He's not wearing the cloak.
Cloak's at the clothier still. Majora never went back for it.
You just picked it up from on the way back from the blacksmith, okay?
Okay. But he still has my scale armor.
Yes. Well, the scale armor's actually at the governor's house because he just left everything there and went to pour this in the well,
So, Jamarian's reaction is because he immediately doesn't want to hurt Majora. He's not sure what's going on, but he also feels like it's not Majora because Majora's not like this, at least to his knowledge, you know, because I know he gets different in battle, out of character. So he's going to follow it up with a pop to the head. Like it'll be pretty decent, you know, hard enough to try and whack him out of whatever's going on, or at least try.
Hit a D4, roll a D4, and that's we'll just go back
in
to
the dice of death.
Regular room.
Okay. Because he's not about to pull his blade on Majora.
Oh, 1. Okay.
Oh!
That's not going to do anything.
Jay swings back around and intentionally whiffs a quick jab to Majora's face just to try to snap him out of whatever state he's in. But it seems to have no effect as it only deals 1 damage, and Majora's nose begins to lightly bleed.
To be fair, he was trying to really hold back because he didn't want to hurt the little man.
He didn't want to hurt his little buddy.
It did actually work out perfect.
Yeah. So.
And so yeah, good stuff. So you've technically moved and have done an action now. So it is Majora's turn. Uh-oh.
Okay, can I take that break really quick?
Oh.
Yeah, go for it.
I will.
Because I need to think of I'm gonna have to think of what I want to do now.
Yeah. Sounds good. I will be right back.
And now that I know that you're just a little puppet on a string.
Basically, I wanted. This is perfect. Like, this is a perfect way to introduce Majora's other half. I have to say.
Here's what the governor's telling you to do. Make sure that the people get this elixir. End of story. Everybody needs this elixir. You know there's still more elixir back at the governor's house. You know it's in the water. People just need to get it.
Exactly.
I'll mention when she comes back that people are actually starting to come around and like someone's pulling up water from the well and shit like that will start happening. Governor will have some stuff to do too. So.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I love how this would be like we introduce Majora's dark side.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because you have affinity for shadows.
No, I'm saying like Majora with his wet blade, he snaps. As soon as he draws his blade, he snaps out.
But lore-wise, it's making sense because you have affinity for shadows, and this is a shadow-oriented possession.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
This is like so good. I love it.
It's good. It's good.
Hi, Greg.
Dude, holy fuck! I can't even believe I made this.
Wait, just no. Major still has one more HP than than Jay.
Indeed. This is gonna be a very interesting.
Jamarion's at
90.
is at 98. I'm at 99.
Madhouse, I say.
Oh.
I'm excited for the like, I don't want this one shot to end because it's been mad fun, but the ending is gonna be really like, oof. I got some things planned that I think you guys are gonna be pretty happy about.
Well, and when this does end, Majora gets that specific item that we've been
He might
hinting
have
at.
never promised it, but there's some things that are gonna happen. You'll see. There's some things in line. Don't you worry. There's some things in store for young Majora. You sound so reassured. You're like, oh fuck.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Alright, let's do this.
So it is Majora's turn.
It is Majora's turn. Okay, okay, now wait, I'm also at 90 stamina. Fuck it.
No, you
summoned
slept
2 more
all
daggers.
night, dude. Oh wait, that's right. You summoned one for the blacksmith. I forgot to count that. You're right. You're right.
Oh wait, no.
Oh,
then
2.
I'm technically at 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 80. My bad. I forgot about the blacksmith.
Blacksmith and Jason. Let me just write that out real quick.
So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have Majora summon another 2, and this time try and directly plunge them into Jamarion's chest with malicious intent. Like he's trying to kill Jamarion at this point.
Ooh, craziness. Okay, just so you know, if you summon 2 more, that is
yeah, that's another 20.
Yep, you're bringing total to 60.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Am I rolling d20 in the dice of death?
Not just yet. Majora brings both his hands up to the sides of his head and pulls out 2 more daggers from his earring portals and readies them in reverse positions as he readies to stab Jay directly in the chest. Jay sees this and readies himself. Roll.
Okay.
Both of you a d20. Let's use that death, the dice box of death again. That's what I'm gonna name it.
Okay, mine was a 10. Damn it! Just land a hit, Majora! Fucking hell! Well, then again, he is being possessed.
You're getting lucky.
Alright, so can I describe how Jamoria dodges it?
As long as you can put it on the screen, you can.
Alright, so being prepared at this point, because he had a feeling he was going to come at him again.
Real quick. Never mind. You guys are busy. Sorry. Go ahead. You were saying?
He will turn to the side and let Majora just go past him. And then he will start booking it to the governor's mansion.
Okay.
Majora's still and by the way, Majora is still gonna have these daggers in his hands because he didn't leave.
He didn't let them go.
Right.
It's basically, as soon as he lets go and they make contact with anything that isn't his hand,
basically,
is when they'll break.
Basically this. Once they leave his hand, they basically turn to glass and have 30 seconds of lifetime left. Less than.
Yeah,
maybe
basically.
like 10 seconds, something like that. But anyway.
Yeah, and basically Majora, whenever Majora throws these, he's whipping these things at like insane speeds.
That's why they do such high damage. So anyways.
Yeah.
Majora stabbing with both daggers towards Jay's chest. Seeing this, Treljan jumps back to the side and lets him breeze right past him. And as soon as Majora clears his footing, sprints directly to the governor's front door.
So, fuck opening it, fuck knocking, he's just gonna kick that bitch in. He's pissed.
Off the hinges.
Can I roll to see how bad that door ends up? Just curious.
Yeah.
Watch it become splinters. Please become splinters.
Am I rolling a d20?
Tell you what, make sure you're in the one-shot room. Roll a d100, and that percent is how much damage you'll do. Like, how much percentage damage. Like, if you roll like a
23%.
So, like,
Fuck.
you basically take a hinge off. Like, it's hanging only by one of its hinges.
Yeah, still decent.
Oh, yeah, like, it's definitely breaking a fucking sturdy door down. And it's the governor's
There's splinters everywhere from where it ripped.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where it ripped
I was just really hoping that, like, the entire door just shattered.
I kind of was too. But, no, and upon kicking it in, he will storm it. Where the hell are you?
As Jay comes to the front door of the governor's house and rears up his leg to kick it in, he hears voices and lets go with a vicious sidekick. The door is hit solid, and one of the hinges snaps and breaks off violently as wood splinters everywhere as shrapnel. The door swings wide open and hits someone in the face as they go flying back 3 feet on their back. There's people that clutter around to help them up, as the rest seem to ignore you and start walking right past you, holding small bottles of elixir. God damn it didn't record a single bit of that. Just give me 1 second.
You're good.
Kicking door.
Because that's not weird as fuck.
Guys walk out with elixir bottles. There. That's about as short as Isn't it fucked when I go through like this paragraph, like awesome, this is an awesome description, and it's like, fuck, I forgot to hit record.
Yeah, that does kind of suck.
I'm just gonna have record on all the time. Okay, so what are you doing now?
So, he won't worry about the normal people. He's looking for the governor.
Roll a perception
He will
check
storm
if
into
you're
that
looking for
building.
the governor. Are you gonna walk in first and perception check, or perception check from the doorway?
I'll move in first.
Okay, so from the center of the room, you're doing a perception check.
Yeah.
12.
Might I add that Majora is chasing after Jamarian?
You'll be coming in right after this perception check.
Yeah.
So, he's nowhere to be found. You do not see him anywhere. I'll also mention that since you rolled a 12, which is not low, not high, you notice that the place is a lot darker than before too.
He'll try to go look at the cauldron where he had seen the governor prepare this elixir.
As you turn to look at the cauldron, you realize that the fire that was lighting it is out, causing it to be extremely dark, and this darkness helps hide Majora's footsteps, as he has an affinity for shadows, as he creeps up behind you to attempt to strike again. Majora, it's your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Alrighty, let's see what we got. Show me what you got.
Unless Jamarian wants to turn around and take your head off with her fucking
Another
battle
10.
axe.
He's going to try and snap Majora out of this. He's not going to kill Majora.
If you win this roll, you can decide what you do.
You gotta get a better roll than 10, which is
50-50 shot. Oh, bro!
that roll.
Yes!
That's the sort of shit
Majora
I live
just
for with these
barely
games,
misses.
bro. This is the sort of shit I live for. Is that fucking by one, dude, by one.
Which is perfect when you think about it. That's like the perfect, because he's been taken off guard. He got snuck up on. That's
Yeah,
like
in the
perfect.
shadows,
Just
it's
a
barely
perfect fine
you
point.
barely are getting this one by. So, since it's such a critical fucking I wouldn't say it's critical success. It'd be a narrow success. I'll let you describe exactly what you're doing right here, right now. What do you want to do?
So, Jamarian, of course, at this point, is looking at the cauldron. That was his main focus. But then, just at the last second, he felt some swoosh
The movement
in the room.
You can feel the movement. Yeah.
Just very. He could, especially since the only thing he's got on is cloak. He just barely felt some air disturbance in the room. I spun around and flung back like this as he saw Majora coming at him with the daggers once more.
As long as you can put it in chat.
Can I actually do a reaction as well?
That basically is, yeah, since you won this, that is basically
So,
what you won with
when
it.
he comes back like this, he will follow it up to try and shove Majora into the fireplace. He knows the fire's out. He's not worried about that hurting.
Okay. Plus,
Majora.
doesn't
Okay,
he's a tiefling. He has
okay, I'm just gonna say this now. With
fire
one,
resistant.
basically with him going into the fireplace, he will drop one of his daggers.
Well, hang on. I probably have to do a roll, don't I?
Well, just let me get to this for a second. So,
Okay.
if everything is correct, you stand up at the last second. Let me restart the audio because there's only a limit on how many words. And you catch Majora just at the last second, and you basically sidestep, grab him by the side, kind of like an arm or wrist or forearm, push him by the back into the fireplace, which is not lit.
Wouldn't it still be warm though?
I mean, there's some embers, but you're a tiefling. You have like 50%
A
fire
little,
resistance.
yeah,
Yeah, resistant. Okay, understandable.
Yeah, so, you're not gonna. It's nothing serious. You might feel like, oh, that's warm. It probably burn a little bit, but not like human burn. Like a tiefling has like interesting flesh. Anyway, so yeah, you get thrown into this fire pit. Majora gets thrown into this fire pit, and as he gets thrown in, he hits his head against the top of the kiln and drops both of his daggers as they smash into ghost-like pieces and into the ethereal void. He falls into the ashen suit and slightly burning embers, which don't cause much, if any, harm to him as he tries to regain his composure. Okay, so if this is about to go fight, like another fight, is gonna have to be another roll. So if like Majora, if you're gonna make a move on Jay, there has to be another D20 roll to check if it's gonna hit or not.
I kind of want to go for another attack. Basically, I'm trying to make. We already know what I'm trying to have Jamurian do.
I mean,
as
Jamarian's
this fight
not...
is taken on, is going on inside the governor's house, you notice that it's gotten very, very quiet outside.
Yeah, I'll let Jamurian take. I'll let Jamurian take this one.
All right. So, Jamarian's not stupid. At this point, Majora is... There's something wrong with him. He's not going to be able to do much, and he does not want to hurt him. But he does notice the quietness, so instead of... well, actually... Can I do a perception check to see if there's
Absolutely.
any, like, rope or twine?
You can always
in the building?
use a perception check at any given time.
Okay.
As long as you're not dead, I guess. 14. Yeah. The governor's house, you notice... You notice in the governor's house that next to the kiln there's a bunch of ingredients for different tonics and elixirs and all sorts of magical potions and items. And on the wall there seems to be some various tools, sculptor's tools, hammers, nails, those sort of things. Among those you also see what appears to be like a horse's bridle, kind of hanging on the wall with some rope and some tassel and some reins.
So he's going to grab the rope, and he's going to tie... He'll hog tie Majora.
Okay.
You're playing dirty now.
Including his tail.
Roll a d20.
He even ties his tail.
Both of you d20s.
Majora doesn't have a tail.
He's a tiefling.
He doesn't have a tail.
All tieflings have tails.
He does. Doesn't
All right.
have to.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Doesn't have to have a tail. I never pictured him with a tail.
Yeah, tieflings have tails.
I know, but for like his tiefling, I never pictured with a tail.
Mm.
Just because like he's been trying to fit in, so I feel like even if he did have one, he'd hide it, you know.
It's hidden in the pants.
Yeah, but see, Jamarian would know it would be hidden, and just to make sure that he can't, because they are prehensile tails, he would make sure he could not use that tail
Alright,
to get
so
a knife or something out of his earring.
You just throw an extra rope around his leg, which is clearly hiding his tail down his pant leg like a giant. So anyway.
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
Yeah. I rolled mine.
Strap that rope to his leg like a d20 or a d12. Anyway, yeah. I know Majora hasn't yet though in the one-shot room. 13 is not very high.
Ronan?
Yeah?
You gonna roll that d20?
Oh, sorry. My bad.
I didn't roll very hard.
Ooh!
He is just not destined to win against me tonight.
I was gonna say, dude, yeah,
What
like,
is this?
the dark side's not winning apparently. So,
Nope.
Jesus
Now
Christ.
Majora's all tied up.
You know what this is? The dice are kissing ass to me after they fucked me over in that fight last night.
I know, right? So Jay manages to grab Majora out of the ashes of the fire pit and hog tie him while he's still blinded by the ashes, and is sure to also tie his hands, his feet, and his tail, which is hidden in his pants.
Yeah, his key thing is just to ensure that he can't reach his earrings.
Majora will find a way. He's a clever bastard.
How long
So
is a
upon
tiefling tongue?
Huh?
How long is the tongue of a tiefling?
I guess that would depend on the type of tiefling.
I mean,
but
if we look at
usually
his picture, it's like a...
Yeah, but if you go by general tiefling, it's the same. I mean, let me double check here. Let me see if I can actually find a bit of lore on that.
Do you think a tiefling could lick their own ear? Is the question.
No, their tongues are not quite that long.
And same with Majora, he can't. But I kind of want that to be.
Yeah, from the looks of it, they don't even have forked tongues. They don't even have forked tongues.
Oh, well, that's lame.
Yeah, kind of disappointed in that. I thought at least they'd have like forked tongues, but no.
Well, you can get it surgically split to be forked. So anyway, Senpai, thank you for the lurk. Where were we? You just got hogtied, Majora, so it's not your turn. You're forfeited. Jay, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna go outside and inspect the town with how quiet it is.
As Jay heads outside and Majora struggles and twists and turns on the floor like a flopping fish out of water, Jay sees that the town has gathered around the town center where the well is, and everyone is passing around cups and everyone is drinking from the well. And you notice that the people that are walking away from the well, their skin has become pale white and their veins have become black.
Has the guard from the entrance drank from it?
He's still out at the front gate, as far as everybody knows.
He's going to head to the front gate.
Okay. Passing...
I'm sorry, right now, I am alone. My poor character is alone. Majora's...
which completely ignores him as he passes, continues on to the front gate to see if the guard is still attending. As Jay opens the front gate, he finds the guard with the severed hand sitting in his guard's post, half asleep.
Okay.
Asleep.
He'll walk up to the gentleman and gently shake his shoulder.
He'll wake up. Oh, as you gently shake his shoulder.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Hello, T.
The governor tricked us.
Well, what's that? You saw
the governor tricked us. There's something wrong with Majora, and I think it's about to happen to the village.
What?
Majora's attacked me.
I'm sorry, Tiefling. I don't understand your racist jokes. This isn't funny to me.
This isn't a joke!
His eyes kind of widen. And he goes,
alright, then show me what the hell you're talking about.
And he follows you.
Alright, so he'll take him back to show the hog-tied Majora.
Gonna mention anything passing the huge crowd of weirdos, or just walk straight there?
Oh, he's gonna explain everything up to this point, including watching Majora pour the elixir in the well.
Perfect.
And that he had left him alone with the governor, and that's when it started happening.
Jay catches the guard completely up to date as they pass the freaks in the center of the town, as they pass around their water, their elixified water. And the guard seems very troubled by all of this, seemingly completely unaware that any of it has been going on, and also visibly angry. by what he says is
The fact that it has all happened right under me nose.
and so
And
he enters into the governor's house with Jay and sees Majora on the floor. And considering him his friend, he runs and kneels beside him and starts shaking his shoulder with his one good hand and says,
Majora, Majora, what is wrong with you, pal? Wake up, what's wrong with you? Snap out of it.
and he slaps him and tries to shake him out of it.
Oh my god. Majora basically would not be faced by the slap and just would go, oh, babe. Like, there's no getting through to Majora.
Oh, bae, what the hell? Jay, I think something's right. Something's wrong with Majora.
he nods vigorously.
Well then. Huh. Well, what shall we do about this? Where's the governor?
Wait, what about the alchemist?
The who?
The what?
That alchemist, the other tiefling that lives within the town.
My character didn't meet him. Only you did.
But the guard would know him, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's the only other tiefling in the village. He knows of him. But like she said, she doesn't know about the alchemist being a tiefling or any of that.
I know, but I'm saying, wouldn't the guard know about the alchemist?
Oh, I know who can fix this sort of thing. Okay, I get what you're saying. That actually makes sense, because he would be like, well, the only person in town who can cure anything is the fucking alchemist, so I'm gonna go get him. So he's gonna say,
Well, Jay, you know I'm shit out of ideas myself, but anytime someone's sick, we normally see the alchemist. I'm gonna go and get him right now.
I'm going to go with you just in case he's drank the water.
That sounds good to me. I'd rather not go alone, to be honest with you. To be honest,
We'll be back, Majora, he
I'm
says to
definitely
Majora,
gonna
just in
need a
case
change of
there's...
trousers after this.
Yeah. We'll be back, Majora, he says, just in case there's anything getting through to the inner Majora. Because he cares. You know, he hates that he had to tie his friend up and leave him like this. And so we're going to go with the guard to meet this alchemist.
Majora seems to actually be crying.
oh, dude, so fucked up.
Yeah, he actually, like, Majora's still in there, it's just that he can't do jack
Yeah, and
shit.
to be fair, Jamarian's right there. He wants to cry too because he hates how... it's killing him that he had to do that to somebody he considers a friend.
Yeah, so literally Majora's just sitting there, like, crying, showing no emotion on the outside, but you can tell on the inside he's, like, trying to, like...
Looks pissed, looks like he wants to kill you, but at the same time, tears are rolling down his face.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright, so once they reach the alchemist, Jamarian will let the guard do most of the talking, but he will also help update the alchemist on exactly what's going on.
As they reach
and what he knows so far.
Alchemical store, the guard reaches for it with a severed hand, stops, and kind of chuckles and goes,
Huh. You know, I know now's not the time, but if it weren't for you and your friends...
waves his floppy, dismembered hand about, but with still, what was it, 66% usage? Something like that?
Yeah.
He goes... Basically, it was like 23 or 24 from the tonic.
He goes, I wouldn't be able to even use my hand if it wasn't for you and your friends. I owe you.
Well, yeah, like, he has a really good amount of, like, it's like...
I might as well owe you all my life,
like, so... I'm with you on this journey till the end. Now let's get this son of a bitch with us.
And then he stops for a second, chuckles again, and says, I might need you to get the door, though.
He nods understandingly and he'll open the door.
I believe we agreed that he had like 86% of his hand movement back.
Yeah, it was a very high percentage, like a ridiculous high.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna round it to 70, because with 75%, dude, you can almost do everything except maybe
Yeah.
like play piano.
Maybe a full
guitar.
grip. Yeah.
Yeah, full grip.
Alright, so
things
he
like
will.
that.
I'll never be able to play me lute again. But today.
Right, he
So
couldn't
he
play
will-
real good in the first place, so you did him a favor.
So he'll happily open the door for him.
It's locked.
Huh?
It's locked.
So he'll knock.
There's no answer.
He glances at the guard. And with
The
a
guard
obvious
looks
look
at
of
the
concern.
tiefling and says, "You know what, Jay? Fuck this. I'm a guard. I'm the law around here. I say, kick this fucking door down."
Yes, sir, he says, and he won't even use his leg this time. He'll just punch it. He'll just punch it right above the doorknob.
Roll a d4. Well, wait, you have hand-to-hand combat bonus, right?
Plus the.
You never
gloves.
told me whether I did it or not, but yeah, I also have the gloves.
You do have it, but do you want to spend the 5 stamina points to do extra damage?
Yes.
Okay, then roll
Yes.
2 d5s. Yikes.
A net
Yikes.
5.
Oops, I
Yikes.
forgot about the cooldown.
You're all good. That's already a 5. Plus a 3, dude?
That's
Okay,
8.
fucking forget about it.
The doorknob is gone.
Jamarian gets into a boxer's huddle and does a quick jab, then a haymaker. And the door loosens very quickly
The
from the
1-inch
jab.
punch from Bruce Lee.
And the haymaker takes it straight off the hinges as it just hangs off your wrist like a bracelet and is just slowly falling to 100 pieces as it falls apart.
The guard is just like, remind me not to get into a fist fight with you.
I didn't quite mean to destroy the door that bad, but
The guard looks at what was the door, and then looks back at you and says, "Hell, I said kick the door down, not fucking obliterate it, but yes, still work all the same. Let's get in there. You first,
I am sorry.
ladies first."
Sometimes I don't know my own strength, he admits.
Well, no, you have to remember. How many times has Jamarian actually have busted shit down like this?
Twice.
Yeah, like, this is fucking amazing. Like, whenever we need him to break something down, he
The
breaks
best
it down.
barbar. I am playing the best barbar.
Oh yeah, you haven't even invested any skills in strength yet. Wait till we start leveling up.
I know, right? I'm gonna be a fucking powerhouse. So he'll lead the way into the building just to be safe.
Yeah, he kind of told you to as well. He even
Yeah,
made the joke, ladies first.
Yeah. So, do I need to roll perception?
If you want to see anything important, do you want to say how
Yes.
you enter the house, or do you want me to just tell you what happens?
Watch it.
I
Turns out
want to
that the
roll it as I enter the house.
You want to what?
I want to
roll
roll
as
it.
you-
Hold on.
I
Only
wanna
one
do it
person
as-
at a time, please.
Yeah, I
Ladies
want to do it
first.
as I enter the house.
Perception check as you enter the house. Okay.
Yes.
Majora, what'd you say?
I was just about to say, watch, the freaking alchemist had the freaking moon sickle. So, like,
Oh, the crescent scythe flowers.
Yeah.
the crescent scythe, yeah.
Alright.
Watch, he ends up having that in his shop.
Now, see, my perception checks hate me. They really do.
That's okay.
It's an 11? Okay, you want to know, like, I am tempted.
You can't boost it because you're not there.
Oh, shit.
And you're all fucked up, but it's okay. Everything's.
And I'm
gonna be
also
fine.
not,
Let me
and I'm
just
also
think of
not
what to
on your
say.
side, true.
Yeah. I'm essentially running this campaign solo.
At the moment, yes.
With an
I
NPC.
do hope that we get to see Majora's other side.
I regret leaving him to go to the blacksmith now. Because at least Jamarian would have tried to stop him from just immediately trying to be force-fed.
Yeah, but at least the guard is an NPC to help you in battle.
Yes,
Like,
that's why I asked about the guard. It was like, has the guard drank? I need to go see if the guard is drank.
He's a very smart.
I need somebody.
He's a very smart.
Well, judging by your roles, I don't think that you would probably have been able to take it all down on your own.
Right.
I'm gonna just put it this way: that like, you gotta remember, it's a small town, but the entire town has crowded into the center of town, and you haven't really seen what they've been up to lately. So
I know he's still nervous about that, but he's also trying to find a cure for this because he doesn't want to fight the whole town, and that's what he's scared it's going to accumulate to.
as you enter the alchemist's store, you see a tiefling pop up from behind the counter with a crossbow that's loaded with some sort of homemade contraption to sling salt rocks.
I can't really blame him after I just bashed his door down like this.
And he starts screaming, "Oi, what the fucking hell are you doing to my door? You're fucking expensive ass guy." He's freaking out. He's screaming at the top of his lungs, his fingers on the trigger. He looks like he's about ready to shoot you.
Jamarian's arms will just go straight up. Wait, we need your help.
As you say this, the guard comes around from behind you and says, "Oi, Alvin, we need your help, mate." The tiefling looks up and at the guard and says,
Scotty, you fucking piece of shit. Come here and ask me for my help. What have you gotten yourself into now with these tieflings?
yes, he's fucking racist against his own race. So...
There's only one tiefling.
Excuse me, Jamarian will say.
What?
Excuse me, Jamarian says.
You remember, you did just break the shit out of his door, like, very violently. He thought you were coming to kill him, so... Anyway, yeah, what were you saying?
So, he's just going to go on a rant, starting from the beginning with the governor. Because he's mad that his own race is being racist against him. That just set him off.
Okay, so you're basically fucking ringing his head right now.
Yep.
I got you.
Wait, how tall is this shopkeep?
And be like, I came near death trying to save this village.
Ringing the 6-foot-tall tiefling alchemist after
he's 2 inches shorter than me.
ears with all the information that they've been brought up to speed with so far. He shakes him and snaps him to attention and basically says, "Look here, tiefling, get your shit together. We're not fucking around." And
I'm fucking aware, he says.
Alvin, the tiefling, listening intently to what Jay says, just nods his head and says,
"Alright, then what do we do?"
That was basically you speaking, by the way, not someone telling you we need to get our shit together. You were saying we need to get our shit together. And then everyone's like, yes, we agree with you. So, what do you want everyone to do? You basically control these two NPCs in terms of where you want them to go and do.
Okay, well, essentially, he's going to talk to this alchemist about anything he might, like tinctures or anything. If he knows anything about this elixir that has been crafted, you know, he will tell him that he went to get the crescent scythe from the forest.
He interrupts. He interrupts you mid-sentence. It says, "Crescent scythe? Crescent scythe? You brought crescent scythe into town? Are you fucking mad? Are you aware?"
You have to understand, I don't know anything about herbalism. He says flat out.
You don't know what crescent scythe does?
No.
Well, someone has gotten the better of you.
Because
I'm fully aware and I'm pissed.
Not a friendly plant at all. In fact, can be quite deadly. In large amounts, anyway. I'm trying to think if there's a simple cure for this. Let me look through what I have. and I'll get back to you.
I'll keep watch at the door, he says, and he just goes to stand guard at the door.
Scotty offers to guard while you work on something else.
Oh, okay.
It'll clearly take some amount of time for him to find anything that would help in this situation.
Oh, and I still need to grab my scale mill.
By now.
I need to grab my scale mill.
I can see Majora is somehow breaking free by now.
I was gonna say, like, I was actually gonna tell you in one of these next couple rounds that you're about to break out on your next turn.
Yeah.
So before he breaks out, though, Jamoria will probably go back for his scale mill.
Okay. So you're gonna go get your scale mill right now?
Yes, I will take this opportunity to go get my armor and put it on.
As Jay leaves the alchemist store and walks across the road to the governor's house, a quick glance and he notices that almost all the villagers have gone from the center of town and disappeared to unknown whereabouts, but there are still a few gathered around the center drinking from the well. He enters the governor's house and reaches for his plate armor. So it's not plate, it's scale armor, by the way. What I meant, yes. So, Majora,
I knew what you meant.
You've broken free, and you are waiting in the shadows as...
With the cloak on. Let's add that.
You have your sneaking bonus. You have your +1 sneaking bonus. You are in the shadows awaiting for her return. His return. Anybody's return. You were waiting, basically, to pounce. So, what are you going to do now? I wish the support button was on.
Oh, no, I don't have any daggers anymore. Both of them were basically when he...
Your daggers are gone, but you do still have 60 stamina total. But I mean, like, you might want to conserve some of that. You do not currently have any of your daggers. You're just sitting in the shadows waiting for someone to come in.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna have... Oh no, that would trigger Majora. I was gonna have Majora grab like a kitchen knife, but then I realized that would actually trigger Majora's other side. So I'm like,
forks.
Can't do that.
Fork's not a weapon.
Yeah, true. Just have Majora grab a fucking spoon. Even better, have him grab a spoon.
Grapefruit spoon? Yeah, dude, killer.
I'm gonna kill you on a spoon! I'm gonna have you hot with a spoon!
So did you want, like, because you had time after you broke out, you had just enough time to grab one thing. Do you want to grab one thing?
I'm just grabbing the spoon.
You grab a slightly sharp spoon.
A slightly sharpened spoon.
And you're in the corner.
I was trying to sharpen it while waiting.
Right, while waiting, you were sharpening the spoon in the corner against the stone wall. So now that Jay has walked into the building and reaches for his armor that is sitting on the table, well, it's on the floor, but pretend it's on the table, whatever. Reaching for his armor, what do you do? It's your turn.
I'm literally just gonna just from behind again.
Jesus
This is not
Christ.
gonna work well.
Okay, so both of you roll d20s, and he'll get a +1 to his roll because he's got a... He's actually going to get a +2 because he's attacking from shadows, which is... Oh, let me double check his skills. If I'm not mistaken, he's going to get a +2. One from his cloak.
Which is fine.
And then one from affinity.
He is a rogue compared to me, so I totally understand.
I never wrote down affinity for shadows? What?
Should have a +1 to shadows.
Okay, well, I don't know why it's not in here, but you should have a...
I rolled a 12.
So 14. Okay.
I finally let hit blow.
I finally got hit.
You guys did this in the dice death room?
Yeah, we did it in the dice box of death.
Okay, 12. Wow, another 1-pointer. Or no, because you had +4 on that, or +2, I mean. So yeah,
Yeah,
so
we got
11.
14.
You finally get a hit. Would you grab a fucking spoon?
Yeah, he was sharpening it.
How do you decide damage on a spoon? What's that, like a D2?
It's just 2 damage. Yeah, it's just a D2.
I'd say D2 or D3.
Let's
somewhere
roll
in
a
there.
D3 so you have
if I
a
roll,
chance.
Okay. Here. I have an idea.
In
Let's
the
do a D2.
regular
If I hit a
room.
1,
Regular room.
okay. But here's the thing. I actually have an idea. This is gonna make it even more fun. I'm gonna roll a D2, but if I roll a 1, it deals nothing. If I roll a 2, it deals 2 damage. What do you guys think?
All or nothing. Let's do it.
Yes.
50-50, all or
So
nothing.
we're flipping a coin.
D2, hit it. Ooh!
No!
Oh, fucking hell!
As
16.
Majora jumps from the shadows onto the back of Jay and tries to stab him in the neck, everything just kind of stops as the spoon is kind of just
Trying to like. I'm trying to.
I just
does
imagine the
nothing.
spoon
And then
bending on
Majora
his
is
back.
like, what the hell? So he takes the spoon and tries stabbing again, and it does nothing. So he's literally just kind of piggyback riding you, trying to stab you with a spoon, and absolutely nothing is happening.
So, yeah.
Now you're
Alright.
just getting pissed off. Like, now you're just annoyed. And meanwhile, he's over there trying to like stab you in the chest with a battered, rusty spoon.
I thought it was my back.
He's on your back, but he's reaching around and stabbing you in the chest.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to take this opportunity to have my big hulking 6'2" figure
Just
jump in the air and fall back on his back.
Yes,
Oh,
that's what I
God.
wanted you to do. Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
there is no roll for
That's
this
the like.
because, well, you know what? Just roll. You do me a favor, roll a d20. As long as it's higher than his agility, then. And his dodge is only a 4.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Majora got off at the last second.
I cannot believe the rolls people are getting today. Like, this is some crazy shit. So, now how does this work? So, this is like the most, like, unpainful fight ever. Like, getting poked with a spoon, just laying down on your back. Like, fuck. Okay, so
No,
seriously.
like, no, even better. I have something even better. Like, he full on, like, goes to basically fall down, but Majora just leaps off the last second.
Since Jay is so big that when he goes to fall back with all his weight on top of Majora, Majora just kind of lets go with his legs and kind of just stands as the 6'2". Damn, 6. What? You're 6 what?
It's 6'2".
That's what I thought.
205 pounds.
6'2" tall figure and 205 pounds almost lands on him. He just kind of hangs on to Jay's neck and lets go with his legs as they fall back, and he lands on his feet and just kind of lets go and lets Jay drop to his back and kind of just looks at him like, well, that didn't work either.
Tears still streaming down his face.
Bit of a laugh this time.
Yeah, just
It's like you just really fell.
Oh
That
no.
was a critical foul. That was horrible. I can't believe
that
you
was
rolled
just-
a 1.
No! Out of everything I could have rolled!
You know
and I only
what?
had to beat a 4!
I was gonna say, you know what's funny is I wasn't even gonna make you roll, and I'm like, you know what? It's only a 4 that you have to beat. Go ahead, roll.
rolls a nat 1.
It's because you said it too! That, okay, it's only a 4, let's do
It's only a 4. You got this. You got this. No problem.
Rolls a 1.
completely botched.
You
Alright,
have
so...
a 16 and 20 chance not to fuck this up somehow.
No! So, from the floor, Jamarian, of course, is looking up at Majora.
Yeah.
He's going to...
Well, since your action was kind of falling back, I'm going to say
Oh,
that
no, that's
Majora
fair.
has the next.
No, that's fair. Go for it.
Yeah. You can still persuade or percept if you want, though.
Well, let's prep a perception just to give him a bonus on any dodging.
Okay. Good. That'll give you a definite +1 to a dodge roll if necessary. Majora, what's your action? +1 to dodge.
Okay, I've had enough of Majora being possessed. I'm drawing my blade.
Nope, that's fair because I had a plan. I have a plan.
Maybe. Do you want him
for
to wait?
What I plan to do next.
Did you want him to wait one more turn to draw his blade then? And then force him to draw his blade? Or how do you want to do this?
Well, what I was going to do was a chokehold. And knock him out.
Oof.
Or at least I was going to attempt to.
Well, it's Majora's turn, thankfully. So what do you
do? Yeah, Majora's going to draw his blade.
I'm saying that's what I'm trying to lead up to.
Majora decides to finally draw his blade from its portal sheath. And as he does, his eyes change colors, multicolored, each one different colors. The pupils narrowing in and out as a hell-bent rage overtakes him, and a seemingly another person overtakes his personality. So
it's been far too long.
So basically, a quick description is your eyes basically like flicker red and gold. They look fiery, and it's just you have a whole...
I'm picturing the snake from the Jungle Book.
Kind of.
Okay. I was thinking more like going Super Saiyan, but yeah, basically that.
Yeah, and Majora's just laughing. His voice is like a lot more grainy.
Jamarian under his breath will just go, fuck.
By the way, Majora, what was your hair color?
I believe it was black. Hang on.
Well, my point is that your hair color grows more vibrant. If it was black, it seems to grow
Oh no, it's like a deep purple.
Dark. So whatever color it is, if it's deep purple, it grows an even more vibrant purple and even darker. It seems to like just become vibrant, as well as gold and red flickering fiery eyes that change colors with pupils that don't seem to quite steady. They always seem to be narrowing and then unnarrowing and narrowing and unnarrowing, as if they were always
that's perfect. That is just straight up perfect.
Okay. Yeah, again, Jamarian under his breath will just go, fuck.
And your pupils refocusing means that that basically you take information in faster, because your pupils are constantly readjusting to take in more information than...
Well, we're no longer in flight mode, we're going in fight mode.
Oh, don't worry. You're not going to be fighting Majora.
Yeah, here's the cool thing. Check it out. So go ahead. What happens next?
Finally. No more goody two-shoes. Here, let me give you a hand. He reaches down to help out Jamarian.
Instead, he just rolls away and gets up himself.
I can tell you don't trust me.
Attempting to get up by himself, Jay still finds that Majora is quick enough to just grab him by the forearm and lift him up with renewed strength.
Yes, even better.
Couldn't even dodge it. He was just on you like, you're up, brother. I got your fucking hand. You don't have to worry about shit. Like, boom. What's up?
Yeah.
And
he ain't taking no for an answer.
He also basically looks like he just got done working out. So he's all pumped up.
He's just watching Majora closely at this point as he grabs his scale mail, quickly slides, takes off his cloak, puts it on, puts the cloak on over it.
I think he would he would get slightly buffer, not by much.
Yeah, it's
Have you
basically just
seen
like if you just
Saiyan
got
mode?
done at the gym. All your muscles are just basically like at their max point.
Toned up.
Yeah. Your adrenaline mode.
Alright.
I was gonna ask if you see Dragon Ball.
No, I have not.
I've seen every episode. Except for maybe what's newest, if they have some more new stuff out that just came out after Jiro was his name?
As far as I know, nothing new's coming out. I know because my husband keeps complaining because he really wants more.
Since UI, right? I'm not gonna say
I
the
think
name
so.
for spoiler reasons, but since UI,
Right, I
there's
think
been
so.
maybe one movie. I think there was, but that's it.
I didn't quite get completely through Z yet, so I'm still behind. But I think so because I know my he's been really upset because there hasn't been anything new.
Yeah. I'm just glad they made Super. Super, I think, was the best since the original Dragon Ball. Not Z, the original Dragon Ball.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
No, I liked the original. I enjoyed the original way more than Z because I'm even having issues watching Z. That's why I'm still in it.
Same. It just felt like the same thing over and over again every season.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like that.
Anyway.
Dragon or Super. So yeah, back to the game. You're all pumped up, fucking tweaked out. That does not count as any sort of move. Taking your sword out.
Oh,
I mean,
Majora,
I guess that's
and also, might I add, Majora cannot drop his blade until he's done fighting.
Also, that's another minus 10 to your stamina.
Oh, no, that's a minus 50.
Oh, shit. So, just so you know, you have 10 points of stamina.
Well, here's the thing. I can no longer draw any daggers from my ring,
Portal.
earrings.
Correct.
Because I am now, basically, when he draws his blade, it's strictly just his blade.
Right. Anyways. I was just thinking that, like, after that, since you're in rage mode, if you use 10 stamina, that'll double your damage.
Yes, I like that.
But running out of stamina, you'll pass out, so...
Exactly. So this is like, that would be like that's basically Majora's last
You're
last
basically
chance.
in Kaioken mode right now.
Yeah. There's a reason why I didn't want to summon another dagger.
Yeah, dude, because you'd be fucked. So,
yeah.
I forgot it was 50, not 10, because you're going full out.
Yeah, it's like a straight half of his stamina is gone.
So yeah, dude, you're pretty caught up with the situation. You don't know what happened over at the Alchemists, but since you were kind of possessed, you were familiar with the dark energy that's been in the town, and what that information gave you is you can tell that whatever that elixir is, it's dark. And it's been passed around to the entire town at this point. And there seems to be darkness in every house and in every villager and all across the town.
I'm just gonna have explained that to Jamarian.
Really quick.
Straight up.
Just so you have a good reference. So the first picture is him non-Saiyan. The second one is him in Saiyan mode.
Yeah. Kinda sorta. Yeah. I just thought you'd like a reference since we're actually referencing an actual show for this.
Ultra would be a more accurate comparison.
Ultra?
Because his eyes flicker. And Super
that's
Saiyan,
right.
they only turn green. And plus, in Ultra, he doesn't actually get buffer. He actually gets thinner. And, like...
That's true, he got a lot more lean, like...
Yeah, like, he goes...
Yeah.
Awesome. I thought it was really cool. I got really sick of Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, come on, dude.
I know. So, here's a reference for Ultra Instinct, which is what he's talking about.
Yes. Look at this one. This is basically what I was thinking of for your dude. Is like, obviously, he's not that jacked. He's not fucking Schwarzenegger. But his character is normally that big.
Perfect.
Goku is normally that big. So, when he's in that mode, his muscles aren't any bigger. He's just fucking just you don't fuck with this dude. His muscles alone.
Yeah, exactly.
melt
This
your
is
face.
this is exactly what's going through my head.
Exactly.
Alright. So, even as he's saying this, is like, what is wrong with you?
Wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with me. This is
You're
just
not
my other
Majora.
side.
Wrong with me?
Oh,
What's wrong
I'm
with you?
Majora. Just the side of Majora that he doesn't like to show.
Do you think that your quote-unquote last name should be your alternative name? Like maybe instead of Majora Mond, we should make it Majora or Oraja something. I'm trying to think of something, but
Orajam?
Majora backwards is that a good name? Orajam? Oral Jam.
I like it. Error Jam. It was what it would be. Error Jam.
Aerojam, yeah. Yeah, Aerojam sounds better. Majora Aerojam.
That actually does look cool. And Aerojam is the name of your quote-unquote alternate personality.
Yeah. Oh. You see, I am both Majora and not Majora. As you see, there are two sides to us. The one that you know, and the other side that we know.
As Majora explains to Jay about us when he refers to Majora Aerojam, every time he says us, Jay can hear two voices as he speaks.
He's obviously not trusting this other Majora.
With good reason. Which, that's actually kind of the reaction I was hoping for, too.
Well, and, I like to think that Jamarian has some common sense.
Well, and the thing is, this Majora, or Aerojam...
Things she doesn't know about.
Yeah, Aerojam is... basically likes to be, even for his teammates, he likes his teammates not to trust him.
Unless you want to tell her right here while you're talking to her in the governor's house.
So what?
Basically, she doesn't know this thing about you unless you are telling her. So.
Oh yeah, I'm just straight up.
Yeah.
Explaining that.
That's what I'm saying. Make it clear that you're saying in the governor's house. Tell her about this.
In character.
Yeah.
Yeah, in character, I'm telling her that about explaining that there are two sides to Majora. The Majora that you've met, and now me.
And of course, he's immediately picking up that this Aerojam is the antithesis of both him and good Majora.
Exactly.
And he really doesn't want to deal with this. He just turns to the door and starts heading back to the...
now.
There's too much fucking going on. There's just too much fucking going on. The village is all fucked up.
Jay's just I give up. I'm walking out, dude. Leaves town and just rides off into the sunset I'm done.
He's going to the alchemist. He's just, I will deal with this thing later. The village is still the priority.
Aerojam's just following, just silently giggling.
Treljan, just completely fed up with Majora Aerojam's transformation. Just doesn't even say anything to him anymore and just exits the governor's house and walks directly to the alchemist. On the way there, they notice that there's nobody left in the streets. As they reach the alchemist's house, the guard is out front and he looks worried.
As he walks up, he says he's not under control anymore. He says simply and just walks past the poor guard.
Good day.
And then the look in his eye, he's gonna be like, "This ain't the same my ass, what the fuck?"
No, So all he said was he wasn't under control of like the governor anymore. He didn't say he wasn't. He didn't
say he
say
was
there
okay.
wasn't still something. Yeah,
By
he
the way,
didn't say he
am I
was
right?
okay.
That basically he does have like an insane look to him. He's like great, like has like you
He's
can
like one of
basically
those
see
mad
all of his
scientists
teeth.
you run
You can
into
see
that look like they're just ready to. They're just unhinged. There's nothing.
With Majora's
You can
wild
see-
eyes and messy hair and even more vibrant colors, the guard
and you
decides
can actually
to
see
just
all of
give
his
him
teeth as
a
well.
wide path. The guard's like out of your way. He's not near you. He is kind of keeping his distance. He didn't mind when Treljan walked past, but he kind of like took a couple steps away, like I'm not dealing with this shit.
He's just like, okay, what the fuck happened to my door?
So yeah, that's not the guy who put my hand back on.
That's not the guy who helped me at the gate.
Alright, so he'll walk in to speak to the alchemist. Have you figured anything out yet? He'll ask.
As Jade speaks with the alchemist, you see his ears perk up, and he lifts his head up from behind the counter, back to you, and turns around with a grin.
I just might have. No. I just need you to put this in the well and get everybody to drink it.
I was gonna say, Jamari was like, I was gonna say, are we going to be able to get everybody to drink it? They've all disappeared.
They've disappeared. Don't tell me they've already had the crescent scythe.
I told you that it was put in the well.
You didn't stop them from drinking it?
How would I have stopped them from drinking it? I've been dealing with this thing. He gestures to Arajam.
Hello.
And fucking
The
trying to...
the tiefling
I didn't have time to keep people from drinking it.
the tiefling interrupts and just holds his hand up, looks at Arajam, shakes his head, looks at Scotty, says fuck you, looks back at Jay, and goes,
Alright, don't get your panties in a twist. We've got problems. Let's solve them. Like,
Problems always have a solution.
Calm.
That isn't death, Jamarian will
Calm.
throw out there at Arajam.
Level-headed, minded people here. We all have our heads about us, I'm sure. I think we can figure something out.
Arajam just...
we can figure something
Aww.
out. You said what? Fuck this fucking recording thing. It's not working.
That Arajam would straight up just be like, "Aw, you're no fun. What's wrong with a little bit of murder?"
The alchemist looks at Arajam with an eyebrow raised and just says,
Young tiefling, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you, but just stay the fuck away from me.
So he gathers. The alchemist gathers up a little shoddy cardboard box sort of thing, like an old wooden crate, right? Not a cardboard box, but an old wooden crate that's held together with like nails and little shitty planks of wood, and it's filled with all these bottles of liquids and powders and stuff like that. And he starts making his way to the town square to the well, and Scotty follows behind him.
So that's the guard's name. I've been wondering what the guard's name was.
Indeed.
Honestly, best character out of this entire one shot is Scotty.
Yes.
Scotty!
So Jamarian is hot on the alchemist's heels.
Majora's like right next to Scotty, just talking nonsense and madness.
As you all reach the well, the alchemist kneels down beside it and starts mixing potions and powders together and starts pouring them into the well. As he does so, he says,
Now we've just got to find a way to get all of the villagers, all of them,
he reiterates,
to drink from this well. or at least force some of this elixir down their throat if need be.
He hands a single vial, to each of you. One to Scotty, one to Jay, and one to Aerojam. He says,
"This is the elixir. It's very potent. If you give someone a full bottle, they may die, but without it, they will die."
Interesting.
He's happy. He's over there happy, like, oh, it's like a 50-50 chance they'll die. Can't wait to see how this works.
Yeah, and I know exactly who I want to use my vial on.
So, Jamarian will look at Aerojam. You are not allowed to kill anyone.
Oh.
I don't think we have that kind of option.
I will knock your ass out, he says.
The alchemist looks at them both and says,
"Look, I agree. I may not be treated well by the villagers here, but this is my home and I want them to live. So do your best to keep them alive, please. I know there's a way to get this out of them. To get them out of this, all alive and well. We just have to do our damn best, I guess, won't we?"
he looks at Scotty and says,
"Fuck you. Do your best, Scotty."
Scotty looks back at the tiefling and says, "Say fuck me one more time. I'll come over there and shove this elixir up your ass.
And break it.
And kick it."
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, these two must have been like adventuring buddies at some point in time.
I will say this, like I said, all one-shots do have something to do with the campaign. Characters do reappear, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love these two. I love how these two interact with one another.
Jamarian's still giving Aerojam a stern look until he agrees that he is not going to kill anybody.
Alright, no killing. But I will, if I do get attacked, I remain the right to defend myself.
No weapons.
Without the weapon, Majora will still lose his mind.
What do you mean?
Majora shows
can't you tell?
that he holds his sword out and opens his hand, and the sword does not release from his palm. It seems to be almost as if it is stuck there by glue or magic.
And even if I could drop this weapon, Majora would still be under the governor's control.
I didn't think of that.
Don't use the weapon.
Alright, as you wish.
Majora, you get a really dark, sickening feeling in the pit of your stomach, and you don't know why, what, or where, or...
Oh, I have a good feeling.
What?
I think we have company. Majora wouldn't know, but Aerojam would definitely know for sure.
Do either of you want to take a quick bonus action before this shit hits the fan?
Let's do a perception check.
I was gonna say I want to do a perception because we need to find these villagers who have seemingly just.
I can't do a perception check. I can't do one of my major perception checks.
You can't. I have to.
If I do a major perception check, I'm fucked.
Yeah. So.
You can always do perception check without your sandals.
I know, but I nearly fucked myself.
For fuck's sake!
You think you see one of the villagers on top of a roof?
Oh dear lord.
Watch, we're just gonna get pelted by fucking random ass objects.
That's actually a joke nod towards The Witcher.
Thought so.
You knew it. So, look, I know your insight was a fucking absolute shit, but you did see, I'll remind you, that in between the alchemist's house and the governor's house, traveling in between there, you saw a couple things. You saw all the villagers congregate to the center of town from their houses, start leaving back to their houses, and then no one was left in the middle of the square.
Right. He'll look at Scotty and Aerogem, start splitting up and searching the houses first.
Jay ordering Majora and Scotty to split up and search the houses. They start hearing...
I think I will follow Scotty's, because I do not think that he will survive.
I have faith in Scotty, he says simply.
As they say they have faith in Scotty, Scotty says,
"Wait, you hear that?"
And there is a sound of scuffling coming from one of the nearby houses.
Jamarian will turn on his heel to take a look.
Jay turns on his heel to take a look and examine the scene. How will you deal with this building? It is just a one-story. It's got one door and one window. It's very small. Also, you can choose to let Aerojam.
Just knock it the fuck down!
Jamarian will slowly and cautiously approach the house and knock on the door.
As Jay knocks on the door, the sound of the scuffling gets louder as they start to hear grunts and other various nefarious noises. There is no answer.
He'll try to open it.
The door is not locked, but something is keeping it closed.
Is keeping it from opening. Oh boy. Alright, well I guess I'm going to attempt to kick the door in.
Roll a d20. Yeah, you did it. Any way you want to kick it in particular?
I'm just gonna kick center door.
Okay, center.
At this point. He's done with this shit. He wants to save the village and be done.
Jay kicks center mass on the door, and it comes right off the hinges. It does not fall into the building, but instead it pushes against something, which budges just by an inch as the door starts falling back out of the building, and Jay steps to the side to avoid getting hit by it. As the door collapses to the ground outside of the front of the house, so does a body leaning against it. As this happens, the scuffling gets louder as two figures erupt from the building into the middle of the street.
Completely ignoring Jay by the door?
Well, you sidestep to, because the door was falling out, right?
Right.
And so you moved just enough so that you were out of door frame so the door didn't hit you. And just as you did that, they just fucking explode out of the building.
Okay. He'll look at the dead body.
The dead body is pale skin, black veins, and clear stab wounds to the upper chest, neck, and head area. While you were examining the corpse, the two figures you now realize are two men fighting to the death, both with blades in their hands. Their skin
restrain them! Jamarian will shout.
And veins black. You said restrain them to just the both
to Scotty and Aerojam, yeah.
Scotty says,
"I got this. You get the elixir and I'm Aerojam. You get the other one, I get this one."
And he points to
and then
one of the
Jamarian is prepping his elixir.
Sounds good. Roll a d20 to see if we can get a grapple on these guys.
Alright. Well, that makes sense. I am doing this with only one hand.
Scotty only got one hand too.
Hey, you both did good, one-handers.
Jesus Christ!
Well,
Somehow,
I do have experience with. Never mind.
giggity. As everyone is tumbling in the streets and fumbling for control over one another, Scotty and Aerojam finally get the two villagers under control as they drop their weapons to the ground and struggle to get out of their
Jamarian will quickly walk up to each of them and pour a little bit of the elixir in each of their mouths. And on each of the people, he will hold their mouths shut till they have to swallow.
making sure that they take the elixir that the J pours down their throat, about half a bottle each. Correct. 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 He holds their mouth shut until they swallow. As soon as the elixir hits their gut, their eyes go from a milky, pale white to restoring some of their color, and they both immediately go limp and pass out, unconscious. While this is happening, doors in the neighborhood start opening and villagers start coming out into the street.
We don't have enough tonics for this, you know. But
It doesn't matter. Get ready, Jamarian says simply.
Oh, I have a feeling I will. I'm gonna almost said Majora. Aerojam, run to the well and grab a bucket. If you know what I'm about to do, if you know what I'm doing,
looks nearby. Roll a perception check.
I can't use my sandals.
A regular one without your eyes.
Yeah, I know.
7. You got it.
I want to use the sandals so bad. Why do they both have to be 10? Why can't one just be 5?
To carry water in, he sees the well has a bucket attached to a string or a rope. So he quickly grabs the bucket and rips it from the rope and fills it with water from the well. After he fills it with water, then rips it from the rope after filling it with water.
Well, we now have more of the tonic.
Good thinking.
That's about all I have for that.
You can still do. I'll count that as a move. A movement and item. Yeah.
Now I have just a bucket of tonic water.
I don't know whether to call that your turn or not. Is that a movement and an action, or just a movement, or a movement and an item action?
I'd say that would be a movement and an action.
Yeah, it's back to Jay's turn.
Yeah. So, how many people came out into the street exactly?
Doors opened. You can't really, if you want to. Like, some people are looking out of their houses. Nobody's really come out fully into the street yet, but like a couple people are in their doorways, and like one or two in particular are like holding like farming tools that could be used as weapons, and like they're all
we are about to get swarmed.
And
I am glad I grabbed the bucket.
Nobody's fully come out of their house yet, but they're about to. They're like foot in the doorway sort of shit, and there's easily six in their doorways looking out.
Trying to think. So they're not out and they're not huddled together yet.
As you guys are examining the situation, Aerojam clutches his stomach and says, he's here. You hear a deep roaring laughter from behind you as you all turn your attention to the governor's house as the second-story balcony windows fly open and the door blows off its hinges and shadows creep out from the second floor onto the balcony surrounding it as a shadowy figure steps out onto the balcony and speaks down to everybody. Just so you know, shit's officially begun if you want to roll a initiative.
I had a feeling.
A 19? Holy fuck. 15. What do you got, Aerojam?
Oh, what? Actually,
roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Okay. Sorry. I keep getting distracted.
You're all good. This is about to get on
Oh,
to like
come on!
the very last, like, this is like the last slip of the chapter. Last couple pages. We're almost done with the book.
The boss fight.
Yeah, this is the boss fight, and I've been waiting a long time to get to this, so hope you fucking enjoy it.
Well, I know well, Aerojam knows exactly what he's going to do with his tonic. It's only a matter of time before he gets to that point.
So, as the shadowy figure on the balcony speaks down to everybody, it says, "You fools think you can save anyone here? They're all already dead. As well as the tiefling in the guard." And he points to Scotty. And Scotty trembles in his boots and starts to piss himself.
Jamoria will look at Scotty. Pull yourself together. Focus on the people with Aerojam, he'll say, and he starts running towards the governor's mansion.
You're running towards the governor's mansion?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there goes my plan.
What was your plan?
I was going to use the tonic on the governor.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you'd be able to get a hold of him, to be honest. He's got like a DC 28 for grapple. He's a shadow.
I would have to roll a nat 20 and then some, but still.
Yeah, basically, so. I'm just deciding what's gonna happen next. Okay. As Jay yells out, "Get a hold of yourself, man," to Scotty, Scotty shakes his head and pulls himself together as Jay runs towards the governor house to engage in combat with the governor. As he does, the shadows on the balcony and the porch and the surrounding area all kind of flash in darkness as the shadowy figure of the governor disappears and reappears below the balcony and disappears again as you see from his disappearance point shadowy tendrils that look like black tentacles made of shadows, very oily and slick but translucent and misty, and these shadow tendrils reach out for everybody.
Are we rolling dodge?
Hold on.
Are we rolling dodge?
Give me 1 sec. I'm just seeing who gets hit. Ooh!
Right, no worries.
Aerojam,
No!
you're getting hit hard. You're getting hit hard, buddy. Sorry.
Fair enough.
So is Scotty. Ooh, so is the tiefling. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Everybody's getting hit by this.
So, oh my God. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Let me just do math real quick. That would be a shadow tendrils 15, so 45 would be 30.
Do I still have that +1 to my dodge from the perception check earlier?
What did you Oh, you ready to perception check? Weren't you like? Wasn't that a long time ago?
I know it was when I was grabbing my scale mail.
It's definitely been more than 3 turns. So.
No, that's fine. I just thought I'd ask.
By the way, your scale mail's still in that house.
What do you mean? I told you I put it on.
Oh, then it's on. You have it. That's good.
I was gonna say.
That would have been so fucked up if you still would have left it.
I would have been fucking pissed.
Alright, so these tendrils...
No, I grabbed it, I put it on before we left again.
These tendrils do quite a bit of damage. They do 4d8 per player hit. And then 2d8 per player missed.
So yeah, Majora's gonna get fucked.
So for the first hit, which is Majora, you're getting hit with 11
But
points.
I do have...
That's like...
Yeah, 20, man.
People were taking like some horrible shit.
Yeah, I'm down to 88 already.
From 11. Yeah. That's not too bad. Dude, trust me, yesterday was a lot worse. Her and Ash were getting they were getting it bad. 89. You'd be at 89. Okay. So that's the first hit. Now Scotty needs to get hit. 16.
Scotty's gonna die.
He's still alive. And then the last one is the tiefling. Actually, you know what? Since they're NPCs and they have like extremely low health, I'm gonna drop the lowest number.
Okay.
And just make it a 3d8. Whoops, that was not the lowest number. It'd be a 13 instead of a 16 though, so he'd still have that. And Alvin, the alchemist, he gets hit with... Whoo! Boy! He's hurting. Alright. I'm glad I can show you guys what I'm rolling. That way it's not like just magical numbers out of nowhere. Anyway, so.
I'm good. I'm used to I'm used to the whole DM behind the screen thing. That's how I roll.
I mean, I use these for important rolls like these. But anyway, here's what happens. Oof. Jay, as they run, narrowly dodges a tendril, seeing it coming from directly in front of them, and as it passes them, it hits Scotty head on. He goes flying off to the side and hits his head on the wall, going unconscious. The same tendril changes directions towards Majora and hits him, and it jumps up out of the ground, hitting him square in the chest, knocking him back to the side. Hitting the ground again, diverting direction one more time, and hitting the tiefling, wrapping around its ankles, legs, and knees, and snapping them like twigs before receding back to their original emission point.
Gonna do something kind of stupid.
So you can see why this guy was meant for 3 players.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something really fucking stupid. I'm gonna try and freaking hurl the bucket of water at the governor.
You can't see him right now?
Fair enough.
He's clear up on the balcony.
Well, he was on the balcony, then he He has an ability called what's it called? Shadow something. Shadow Trail, Shadow Burst, Shadow Tendril, Shadow Free. Every time he enters or exits shadows, he can disappear or teleport. So basically, he either teleported somewhere where you can't see him, or he's in the same spot and you can't see him because he's invisible.
Whose turn is it? Majora's?
I believe so.
You go first, don't you? You got the higher initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right, because it was his turn first. My bad. You're right. It is Jay's turn.
Okay, so can I roll a perception to try and spot the governor?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
What I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna need one of my sandals.
You notice that the shadows that were following the governor seem to have stayed where he disappeared from. So they're kind of just like, the shadow is kind of just like a mist that stays there and just kind of wafts in that area.
Okay. Hang on, guys. Gotta move places.
You're fine, I gotta re-record. You notice that the shadow is just wafting in place. There we go. Simplify. Man, I can't wait to eat dinner.
So, and it's just a shadow? It's safe to assume that it's the governor, right?
It appears to be the same mist and shadowy stuff that was on him and stuck to him like that.
Okay.
Remember how it seemed like there was a shadow stuck to him?
Am I able to get to him in one movement on the same turn?
Absolutely. You were already running to
Okay.
him. You were basically already at
So, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
So he will come up to the shadow while taking out his battle axe, and he's gonna swing at it.
Roll a d20. Oof, even with a -1 because he's invisible, you still hit him. Roll what's it, a d12 for your axe?
Yes.
Roll a d12.
Yeah!
Perfect. That's what I want to see. As Jay runs up to the governor's previous location before his disappearance, she has the gut instinct to just swing for it. And as she does, she feels her blade of her great battle axe connect with something. As the shadows push against it from the governor's body, she feels it slip through the cracks as it cuts open his flesh. And for the first time, you see the governor bleed as he reappears in front of him.
Hang on, she's bathroom.
It's Majora's turn.
Yep.
You can still use an item if you want.
But the thing is, the way I want to use the item, I think might count as an action.
Which item?
Is that the elixir that the governor gave him? He put it in his bag. He never drank it.
Who?
The Crescent Scythe elixir. I want to force feed it.
Oh, you want to force feed it to him?
Yeah.
Oof. You want to force feed the governor his own bottle of elixir that he warned a full bottle could lead to death. Okay, that sounds like an actually really good idea, but it's going to be very difficult to get a hold of the shadow.
That's fine.
Roll a d20, and let's see what you hit. You better
Come
hope
on,
for
dice.
big fucking money, no whammies. Cause
come on, dice. Don't do me dirty. I can't watch. I can't watch.
Oh my god! as she reaches for the elixir, to force feed to the governor, she fumbles around in her pouch looking for it and can't seem to find it. And the governor has enough time to recuperate and just slaps him across the face as hard as he can. You don't take any damage. He just kind of like disrespected the shit out of you. Like,
He's just like,
motherfucking
bitch!
bitch, shut pop.
The dice did me dirty!
That was really
The dice
dirty.
did-
I was like, you gotta
Oh
get a
my
high one. Come
god!
on.
I know! And then they're just like, yeah, no, she's not even gonna get mid-range to that high point. She's
Right.
just...
Wait. But that does mean that he does still have the tonic, or the.
Yes, because he didn't actually find it in his bag yet.
Correct.
I know. But my turn's over now. It is Majora's turn.
Alright, my turn.
I almost critical fouled you and have you fumbled the glass elixir and have it break, but I was like, nah, I'm not that mean. So, arrow jam.
I'm a bit of a
And the reason I want to use the elixir is because Jamarian is a huge believer in just desserts.
Yeah.
So he's like, this is perfect.
It would have been.
I'm actually gonna try. I'm actually do a bit of pacing, trying to figure out what to do here. Mm-hmm.
Well, while you do that, I'm gonna take a quick AFK. I gotta make a phone call because I'm a little confused about something.
You're fine.
Trying to figure out. So, yeah, I got a message and I'm going. Red is kind of sus though? Question mark. So, I will be right back.
Oh, what to do? I have a bucket of tonic butter. The tonic. Man, I could try to fucking like, I don't know, fucking just hack at the freaking shadow thing with like all my might, using my my coup de grace.
Indeed.
But at the same time, the other tiefling and body are both basically down for the count.
I will tell you this. Anytime you use the last 10 points of stamina for an action, it doubles. So, like, if you wanted to go for, like, let's say you had a gun and you wanted to shoot the governor from where you're standing, but you had to use 10 points of stamina and all you had was 10 points, it would be like you'd shoot at him, but it'd double your accuracy because it's like that final shot in the chamber. It's like last hope. Like if this doesn't work, that's it, sort of deal. So
I'd have to fucking like, I'd literally have to leave both Scotty and the other tiefling up behind.
Scotty's unconscious on a wall. He's gonna be okay. Don't worry about him. The tiefling, we'll get to him in a second.
I really want to get the tiefling to safety.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you should probably not worry about that tiefling.
Well, but again, he does have like a freaking MacGyver freaking crossbow, so.
Indeed.
This is. I am straight up just pacing back and forth, trying to figure out what the fuck to do. Should I just have like Majora just fucking like look it up there and try and, or I forgot what we agreed the other name was.
Aerojam. Majora Aerojam.
Yeah, Aerojam. Thank
you. It's just Majora backwards.
Yeah, Majora Aerojam.
Like Dracula and Alucard.
Yeah, I just had Aerojam just fucking like dual-handed with sword and just trying fucking like try and like lop the fucker's head off.
Could try doing that. I'm just gonna say this. He has health meant for 3 players. I might have to, like, do a little bit of chicanery behind the scenes here to make sure that he's not too OP. Because, like, I'm not even using his armor or his dodge ability, because if I did, then you guys wouldn't be able to beat him. Not just.
And then it'd be game over.
Yeah. So I took those away from him. So now he's just got a big health bar. But even with that, it's like you guys would have to roll like pretty good. But she got a good hit
I honestly don't know what the fuck to do. Because I don't want to hurt the villagers, but they're gonna be wanting to hurt me.
Here's something you can do. You have healing balm still in your pouches.
No, I don't.
Why not? What'd you use them on?
Wasn't the healing balm used on the guard?
Yeah, but when you came into town, you filled them at the alchemist. That's how you met him.
Alright. Well, I could possibly heal myself. Actually, wait, don't I technically have 2?
Yes.
Ooh. And in this case, I could possibly bring either the tiefling or both of them back into the fray. Okay, now I have some sort of semblance on what to do. Should I just like freaking slap that shit on myself?
Oh no, that's tough, dude. I'm trying to think for you too, cause like, part of me wants to just be straight up with you and be like, dude, don't waste it.
Yeah. If only if I had a third freaking herb bag.
Right. Cause like here's one things you can do with your leaves is you can make salves or pouch or compounds that can either give you plus 20 health back or plus 20 stamina back, or plus 10 plus 10.
I kind of want to do a plus 10 plus 10.
What's your health at?
Or do I just want to do full stamina? Because I'm not gonna lie, I really do want air jam. Just go ahead and attack the freaking guy.
You have 89 health points left. You could easily take a big hit and
88.
not even worry about it.
It's 88.
89, because you got hit with 11. And then Jamarian still has 100, so.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a major stamina move.
Okay.
So usually I would have to roll a d10. So should I roll like a d20 and anything higher than 8?
You're just trying to make a potion that does 10-10, right? Or 20, I mean?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, just roll the
A d20, and if it's higher than 8, then it's a success.
Yeah, that works. Be right back. Or a 10.
Okay. Oh my god.
I return. Hi, Gary. Thank you very much for being here.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Real life, buddy in real life, he was updating me on some things because we were supposed to be helping him move out of a place this weekend, but luckily we don't have to do that. And actually, he might consider joining us for games if you're okay with it at some after he's got this weekend dealt with.
Yeah, of course. I'm always trying to get people to play.
Yeah. That's what I was telling him, dude. He's just looking for new players. He's like, I don't really watch Twitch. I know you don't, but I'm not talking about you watching the Twitch. I'm trying to get you in the game. Because him and my husband are buddies. He was one of the buddies that we moved up here with to live with for a while. So, all right. So where are we? What did I miss?
He's just making a stamina solve real quick. He succeeded, so I'm just waiting for him to come back.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was kind of an important phone call.
You're fine. Fucking, I just haven't eaten in like a long time. It feels like I don't even remember what I ate last. Like, I know I had a slice of bread today because my stomach was like acting
eating
really
itself.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Barely.
What the fuck? Yeah, we've been here the entire time.
Well,
that's weird.
Welcome back from not being away. So yes, you succeeded.
So now what? Do I just roll like 2 D100s?
No, you're good. I'm just giving you 20
Harlequin, be nice.
That's what you wanted, 20 points of stamina back, right?
Kitty. Not right now.
Oh, it just feels a lot better to have more than just 10.
Indeed.
Gives me a bit more freedom, you know?
You have a total of 30 stamina. So now that you have stamina, I'll mention that any attack you make with your rage, which costs 10 stamina, will be doubled.
Honestly?
And it's only reduced from your stamina if it's successful.
I really just want to fucking hit the general governor.
Smack him down.
Knock him down a peg.
Indeed. So yeah, just I'm gonna say that you can make the distance between you and that in short enough amount of time. So roll a d20 to hit. Oof.
Fuck. Oh.
Majora runs right past both of them and into the governor's house, thinking that he's still inside. Not seriously. You obviously aren't that dumb, but like...
That's basically what just happened.
Yeah, you run up and you were like, wait, where is he? You didn't realize that he had like disappeared from upstairs and reappeared and all this craziness.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck's sake.
I know, right? A 1. Why are you guys getting 1s?
I don't know. Whenever it comes to combat, we get unlucky.
I'm trying to make this easy.
Should we just bring Thomas in here? Should we just bring Thomas in here?
say bring Namus. What would... Oh, with his Zweihander?
Yeah.
Dude, if he maxed everything out, he could kill him in 2 hits.
Should we just do that? Just bring Namus in here from out of nowhere.
Right, he just walks into town like, oh, what the hell is going on here? Just swings
Yeah,
his
exactly.
fucking... Shit, man.
The dog isn't there, of course.
This is pre-Booze Hound.
Yeah, the booze hounds with the Shara. Pull out his Zweihander. Nick, that's buddy. Why did I say it like that?
This food thing is making me depressed. Well, I guess that's inaccurate. I guess this whole wife thing is making me depressed. And then the food thing is just an issue. While she's taking her phone call, I guess,
Yeah, just waiting on your confirmation to bring in Namus. Because Jam is not fucking doing jack.
are you capable of playing 2 players at once?
True. Did I just say Hammer Jam? I meant Arrow Jam.
Indeed. You can give yourself a boost as well. We'll figure it out. Like, maybe make a tincture to boost your damage.
Wait, I got something even better. Freaking Majora just somehow ends up with Namus's freaking Zweihander.
Why don't you use, let's see.
Because I can't use my knives.
You could use Affinity for Shadow. I'll let you use it free to make your blade
Just
harder
basically to prepare for a sneak
dodge.
attack.
What?
Yeah, have Arrow Jam wait for basically prepare for a sneak attack.
You could if you want to go hide somewhere, but what I'm saying is you sheath your blade in a cloak of shadow, so that when you roll a d20, you get a +1. Well,
yeah.
You don't get a +1.
The
enemy actually gets a -1, so it's kind of the opposite, but still the same thing.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Indeed.
Because I don't know what the fuck to do. Because originally this was going to be the plan. Just Majora turns to Arrow Jam and fucking just fucks over the governor, but no, we had to go the long route.
Majora sheaths his blade in shadows, making it more difficult to dodge.
Well, he sheaths it, but he's still holding on to it.
Well, a shadow sheath, it doesn't. It's just a shadow. Coating it in shadow, it's harder to dodge. The recording on that sucks. Oh man. We might have to put a break on till tomorrow morning. I'm not doing too good. What?
Right.
What'd you say? What did you say?
Yeah, I'm just watching a Doom 2 mod. That's so overkill.
Yeah, I need a break. Yeah, I'm gonna close my stream out, and then I'll wait for her to come back and say goodnight to you guys and stuff like that. To my viewers, I just want to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please hit the follow button if you haven't already, and I might be back tomorrow. Peace, folks.